America's craziest racetracks, starting here! This is my 600 horsepower BMW M3 Club Sport. It's supercharged, race harnesses, roll cage, and a rooftop tent to top it all off. It was once my daily driver. Ayo! Ayo! But I decided to completely tear it apart and make it the ultimate track machine. My car, it's all torn apart. What are we gonna do? Here are the rules. For the entire cross-country road trip, I can only use one set of tires. We've got Pilot Sport Cup 2s for the entire trip. Shout out to Michelin for supplying me with these tires. These are gonna tell a crazy story. Rule number 2, for each of the 7 racetracks that we drive on, I have to beat a set target lap time. The tracks we're gonna go to are Willow Springs International Raceway, Chuckwalla Valley Speedway, Laguna Seca International Raceway, Circuit of the Americas, where Formula 1 races, Road Atlanta, Sebring International Raceway, and Homestead Miami. Rule number 3, I have only 25 days to complete the entire challenge. We're at Willow Springs International Raceway, and this is the first racetrack of the challenge. We're about an hour north of Los Angeles. This is the first track of the challenge. It's the fastest road in the West. You guys might have seen this track in the movie Ford vs. Ferrari, whenever Matt Damon's character, Carroll Shelby, was swinging his wrench at the car in the beginning of the movie. Yes. Happy Bill! Today we have to beat a lap time goal of 1 minute and 30 seconds. If I'm 1 minute and 30 seconds, 0.1, we fail the track challenge. So we got a couple things we got to look out for at this track. We got turn 2, we got turn 8. Turn 2 is a really tight 90 mile an hour sweeper that a lot of people crash at. Turn 8. Fastest turn, one of the most dangerous turns in motorsport ever. It's the sweeper. The sweeper, it's about 140 mile an hour turn, and you're cranking it right. It's finally time to suit up and get on track. Are we gonna beat that 1 minute 30 second target lap time, or are we gonna have to move on having failed today's challenge? I'm only gonna give myself one warm-up lap to get my tires and my brake pads up to temperature. If I can't do it in that one lap, it doesn't matter. I still have to go for the attempt. I'm also taking my friend Opto on his first track lap ever, so it's gonna be a mini challenge for me to scare the living crap out of him. Let's see if I can do it. Coming out of turn 9 at Big Willow, I'm trying to be as fast as possible so I can cross the finish and start line going at the highest possible speed. I glanced over at Opto and he was looking a little nervous, so let's see if he holds up. Now we approach turn 2. This is the turn that's gonna wear down my front left tire the absolute most. I have to be very careful, trying to carry the most amount of speed, but also being cognizant of my tire wear. We can see the Porsche GT3 behind me slowly gaining on me. I'm doing my absolute best to keep him behind me. Let's see if I can keep it up. As I approach turn 5, you can see that I hit almost 1.5 lateral G-forces as I slam on the brakes and get into turn 6. Approaching turn 7 and 8, I am flat out, foot to the floor. We're doing about 145 miles an hour at the peak of the turn, and Opto is freaking out. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. As I approach the final corner, I'm trying to carry as much speed so my exit can be super fast. This is the final push on the main straight. We're about to cross the finish line. Let's see what happens. Well, I failed, and Ed passed me, so yeah, let's talk about it. Coming out of turn 9 and going into turn 1, I actually had a decent amount of speed. The problem was I slowed down way too early, and because of that, I was way too slow on the exit of the turn, so I lost time there. Moving into turn 2, I was so concerned about my tire wear in the front, I didn't really notice my line that I was taking. It was a horrible driving line, and I wasn't carrying enough speed into the turn. Going into turn 3 and 4, you can notice on this clip, I misshifted. You hear that RPM spike? Yeah, that's because I clicked that downshift button when I wasn't supposed to. So I lost a second and a half there. We could have been at a minute 31 had I just kept driving in the same gear. And to top it all off, on the warm-up lap, I was pretty distracted, so I didn't warm up my brakes properly. Moving forward, if I keep this trajectory, we are not making any progress. I'm not beating any lap time, so I need to focus on my driving a little better. But overall, it was a good experience to understand kind of the conditions that I'm going to be driving on for the rest of this trip. Let's move on. After Willow Springs, we went back home so I could freshen up, change, wash my face, and stare at my chapped lips. I also remembered that I have boxing shoes, which are very similar to driving shoes because the bottoms are flat, so it'll simulate very good feel with the gas and the brake pedal. Oh, and if you guys haven't seen already, this is the new BeLoud LapTime Express merch. You got the brown suede hat, nice navy shirt. Check it out, shopbeloud.com when you get a chance. Now it's time to pick up my childhood best friend Armen so he can join us for the next track event, but guess what? There's a bunch of traffic. I actually cannot wait to get the hell out of this stupid state. This traffic's ridiculous. I've been stopped here for an hour. What's up, fool? What's up? Welcome to the lure machine. Thank you, sir. Sheesh. You good? I'm good. Jess is on the walkie.
How's it going, boys?
So we got Armen watching the telemetry on the Garmin. What do you think of this? It's sick, huh?
No, this thing's nuts. There's so much data.
While Armen was playing with the Garmin and we sat through hours of traffic, we were getting to our second pit stop, which was super sick. Well, here's the surprise for part 2 of this video. We're going go-karting, baby. Right before we go to Chuckwalla, let's get some laps in. Time to suit up again. Let's see if these boxing shoes are actually going to help me drive. Also, this is a pretty nice facility. Looks like we can get some good driving in. The track looks nice, good altitude changes and stuff. Let's get in the carts and let's do some driving. Lights buggy. Immediately right off the bat, what I noticed first is these carts were heavy. Second of all, I was having a little bit of a hard time balancing the rear end of the cart. It was rotating very well, especially from that weight transfer. But as I did more and more laps, I was getting the hang of it. You'll also notice I'm wearing a wrist cam. I'm flipping it back and forth. And there's a couple cool sections on this drive where I overtake a bunch of people. So you can see that I'm having a really good time there. But this was my first time karting outdoors with the electric carts. To be honest, I liked it. This was a really good pit stop idea before Chuckwalla. There was a point on track where I was battling about 2 to 3 people. We were going back and forth, trading places. I noticed the fastest part of the track for me was turn 3. I could be flat out and not everybody was doing that. So I was picking up pace and passing a lot of people on that turn. That kept me in front of the big group and I was able to catch up to a lot more people in the front of the pack. At one point, Armen hit a curb on the track and his action cam flew off of his helmet and ended up in the dirt. Well, there's the aftermath of that. He also broke his glasses. But let's get back to his laps. Low-key Armen needs to do some improving on his driving because I passed him like 15 times on the track. Alright, now that that's done, let's go to Chuckwalla. Camping in the tent on top of the M3 at Chuckwalla Raceway. The track is right here. We got the M3 with the tent. What? Okay. Night night.
Hey, we're at Chuckwalla Valley Speedway. This is track number 2. I've actually never been at this racetrack, so I don't really know what to expect. Today's lap time challenge goal is 2 minutes and 10 seconds. If I can't beat 2 minutes and 10 seconds, we have to move on to the next track, and I failed today's lap time challenge.
Also, we're with Pro Auto Sports today. Thank you so much for having me out today, and I'm super excited to share this experience with you guys. I am a fully lubricated engine today. I am ready to go. Yeah, this is gonna be a great day.
This track has a lot of interesting corners. There's a big bowl that I've heard that has a lot of banking that I have to really stay on track and carry a lot of speed through there. There's also turn 8, 9, and 10. This is where most people actually fly off the track because they're coming in way too hot. So I have to make sure to properly slow down, carry a good amount of speed, but not too much, not to go off track here. And again, the most important thing for me, I have to preserve my tires. I can't do laps all day here because at the end of the day, we have to travel 8 hours north and end up at Laguna Seca Raceway for tomorrow's track number 3.
We got a problem. If we don't get out on track right now, we're getting out track at 1:10 p.m., 3 hours from now, and we're gonna be very late at Laguna Seca. First session ever, Chuckwalla. I gotta be 2:10. I don't know. Can I do it? Let's see. I'm only giving myself 1 to 2 laps to warm my tires and my brake pads. If I'm not able to successfully do this in these 2 laps, I still have to attempt a push lap and go for that 2 minute and 10 second lap time. I'm also taking Armen on this lap with me. Let's see if we can both have a great time. Successfully, of course. Let's do this shit. Flying into the main straight of the track, I'm trying to get as fast as I can before that braking zone. We are flying, cars screaming, vibes are good. Into the first corner, I'm braking at that 200-foot mark, trying to stay as left as I can, set myself up for the turn 3. You can hear my throttle inputs going bop, bop. I'm trying to get back on throttle as soon as I can. Obviously, it's not the smoothest input, but it was good enough to launch me to the next straight. I glance over at the Garmin. On these tire shots, you can see the tires shimmying. It's literally playing. The sidewall stiffness is going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Tires trying to grab as much as you can to hold as much grip in the turn. As I fly out of the corner and go into the straightaway, now we approach the most dangerous part of the track. This is where everyone crashes. It's literally called a crash hill. Let's see if I execute it properly. Okay, great. Brake. Brake. That's too late. Brake. Okay. Okay. All right. Not bad. Good exit. Go. Okay, mode push. Yalla. The strategy for this turn is to slow down even more than intuition, hug the left, and then flat out punch it out of that right turn without going off track. Now we approach the goal. This is literally like Tatsu at 6 Flags. You're holding on for dear life. Lateral G-forces are high. Just hold on and pray your tires work. Uh-oh, we got company. Downshift and punch it. Watch this. Look what happens. This guy passes me. Goes full sideways. I have no idea what that car was, but it's sick and it was fast. Alright, here comes the end of the lap. This is the moment of truth. Did we satisfy that lap time goal? 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Come on now, push! While I did beat the lap time, I did make a lot of mistakes, so let's talk about it. First mistake right off the bat, turn 3, I'm really far left. I need to be way closer to that cone. That cone is a good marker on track placement, where to apex, where to exit, where to brake. These are good indicators for you. Going into the 4th segment, this is another mistake. It's a really late apex, and I didn't hit it at all. My line was garbage. All these little mistakes, I'm sacrificing lap time. Next thing I need to improve on these laps is just my braking zone. I brake way too early, but this is also attributed to the fact that I haven't been to these racetracks, so I am being careful, but as a result, I'm sacrificing lap time. If I brake deeper, I'm obviously holding a lot more speed longer, which allows me to shave some time off my lap. I will say this, however, my tire management has gotten a lot better. I'm being a lot more cognizant while I'm driving, not to understeer too much, not to wear out those fronts, and not to kick out the rear end. This is so we can make it to the next racetracks and travel those thousands of miles. But hey, even with all these mistakes, I did satisfy my lap time goal.
Baby, we got 206. I love it. Very sloppy lap, but hey, we got it. We got it. To celebrate our win today at Chuckwalla, I want to show you guys the Be Loud LapTime Express merch. We got a really exclusive drop for you guys just available on this trip. I went for a very classy and unique design. You guys can get your gear at shopbeloud.com, and let's go to Laguna Seca. Just driving off into the sunset, ladies and gentlemen. Driving off into the sunset. As we left Chuckwalla Valley Speedway and headed up north to Monterey, California, we embarked on our 500-mile, 8-hour journey to Laguna Seca Raceway. I arrived home for the last time to drop our men off. All right,
Good luck, you got it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally departing from LA. Those are the final freeway signs for Los Angeles County. Now we're going to Laguna Seca, which is 4.5 hours right now to my north. As we headed north, it got dark, and we passed through one of my favorite motorsport related cities in California. I would have loved to get on Willow. I know that track very well, but we're just going straight to Laguna Seca Raceway. That's gonna be the big one, you know? Like, I've never been there. Big international raceway track. Miles kept stacking on top of each other, and my eyes were having a hard time staying open. And this led us to our first gas station stop. Holy crap, I haven't seen gas that expensive in months. That's ridiculous. Despite the pricey gas stops, huge thanks to Michelin for being our tire partner on this journey. I'm putting the Pilot Sport Cup 2s to the test, driving from LA to Miami and pushing them hard on 7 demanding, tire shredding racetracks along the way. I'm not sure if I could pull this off honestly, but I guess that's up to you to watch the rest of the series to find out. Now let's fill up and bounce. Okay, let's go. Hey, it started raining. You know what's a bad combo? Being tired at night, driving, and wet outside. But you know what does keep me awake? EDM music. I gotta figure out a way to stay awake. It's the only way to do it. Yo! I'm exhausted. Like, I'm having a hard time keeping my eyes awake. But after 491 miles, 8 hours and 20 minutes, couple of fuel stops, and a bunch of driving, we made it to Monterey. Laguna Seca in the morning. All that driving. My back is dead. Oh, boy. Time for a sleep. Welcome to track number 3. We're at Laguna Seca International Raceway.
Laguna Seca Raceway is our final racetrack on the West Coast. All right, we're at Laguna Seca International Raceway. This is a big dream come true for me coming out here. Our target lap time for today is 1 minute and 45 seconds. If I can't satisfy that lap time, we have to move forward, having failed today's track challenge. So Laguna Seca Raceway is a international raceway. IndyCar races here, IMSA races here. You get a lot of Le Mans cars, prototype cars, really fast stuff. Things to look out for on this track is the sound. There is a big sound restriction at Laguna Seca Raceway due to a lawsuit that was filed by a coalition. So there's a sound limit today of 90 decibels. The problem with my car is it's a lot louder than 90 decibels. So it poses a tricky challenge for me today. At turn 5, there's a sound booth on the right going up the hill. There's a decibelometer over there that measures the sound of the car from about 50 feet away. So my question is, how can I not get banned and still beat my lap time challenge? This is a B-Loud exhaust system on the car, and this is my valve controller. On turn 5 going uphill, I'm gonna turn my valves off. So when I go by turn 5 and I go by that sound booth, they're gonna hear that muffled exhaust. But once I blow past them, I'm gonna open it up again and we're gonna... Today we're also with Lightspeed Track Events. Thank you so much for having us. There's a classroom that the instructors go and they explain the techniques with the drivers after every session. They do qualifying laps and then they go for a full send time attack, and at the end, the top 3 get prizes. And now it's time to put my skills to the test. Will I be able to beat my 1 minute 45 second lap, or will I get kicked out because my car's way too loud? Let's find out. I'm only giving myself 1 warm-up lap to get my tires and my brakes up to temperature, but I'm doing my best not to cause any premature suspicion of my car being too loud before we do our push lap. Approaching turn 5 going up the hill, I wanted to get a visual on that sound booth where they enforce the sound level for the racers on track. It was behind the wall and it was a small white box, so on the flying lap I have to close my valves and let go of the gas, making sure I don't get kicked out for being too loud. They will kick me out if I break the sound restriction. Time to push, let's go. We're flying into turn 1 and at 120 miles an hour over the hill and slowing down to 59.4 miles per hour into the first braking zone. Entering turn 3, I'm already noticing all the corner marshals' eyes are on my car for how abnormally loud I was. Here comes turn 5. This was the most crucial part of the lap for me. I have to reach for my valve controller, lift up on throttle, and make sure I don't get black flagged. I'm losing so much time, up to 6 seconds during this whole process, which means that I need to be driving faster than a 1 minute 39 second pace to beat my lap time goal. Turn my valves up.
I opened up my valves and went foot to the floor. Let's see how I go through the corkscrew. As we approach the final turn, I slow down all the way to 36.8 miles an hour on my final push to the finish line. Can I do it? Did I beat my lap time goal?
So close! No! That's it, we gotta cool down. Hey, we didn't blow sound. Well, that sucks. I failed my Laguna Seca lap time goal even though 1 minute and 45 seconds seemed pretty easy to beat. So what happened? My bad habit of not using the full width of the track definitely hurt my cornering speed, but the real-time killer was turn 5. I lost 4 whole seconds fumbling for my valve controller to avoid getting black flagged by the sound booth, lifting off throttle all the way uphill, and getting back on it too late into turn 6. This one distraction killed my momentum and cost me the entire lap. 147.8, I swear, that stupid ass, turn 5 going up, that's the stupidest thing I've seen in my life. Yeah, 147.8, I didn't make it, man. I gotta go to the next track. So we didn't get Willow, we got Chuckwalla, we didn't get Laguna. So you guys are 2 for 1. 2 for 1 against me. I'm gonna be broke by the end of this stupid series, that's for sure. Damn, I hate that shit. Going up turn 5, but corkscrew is so sick. But I lost all my time on that turn. I lost like 5-6 seconds on that stupid uphill bullshit. But now it was time for Mr. Tom, one of Lightspeed instructors, to take me out on track in his Frankenstein-built MR2 race car. I'm curious to see how much faster he's able to complete a lap because his car's exhaust volume is well under 90 decibels, which means he won't have to lift off throttle or fumble for his valve controller. While we were getting ready, I want to show you guys the new B-Loud LapTime Express pieces, limited edition hoodies, shirts, and a hat that I just dropped for this trip. Now let's see how Mr. Tom drives this lap. Yeah, no, he's gonna do a better job than I did, that's for sure. And that he did. This guy knew the track very well. Not to mention that gorgeous turbo flutter sound his car was making. Flying by the sound booth at full throttle got me a bit jealous since I wasn't able to do the same thing. Going back to the apparel, the pieces are clean, classy, and only available while I'm on the road crossing the country. So go and get your gear at shopbeloud.com. Every order helps us keep pushing to make bigger, crazier content like this. Details are in the description. But after the kink at turn 6, we approached the corkscrew, which dropped my stomach like a literal roller coaster. As we were approaching the end of the lap, I was growing more curious to find out how much quicker his lap was compared to mine. But I guess the passenger seat was deceiving because what I found out next was very surprising.
What do you usually run?
148.
Yeah, 148.
If you heard that correctly, Mr. Tom mentioned that he usually runs a 1 minute and 48 second lap, which was 1 second slower than my best lap. But the crazy part is, he's not lifting on turn 5 at all, which means I drove a faster lap than him while having lifted off throttle and driving a sloppy lap when I was on track. Interesting stuff to think about.
That was so much fun. All right, now let's go to Barstow. We got tomorrow.
Well, we didn't get the lap time we wanted, but I guess we could say mission accomplished being the loudest guy on track today, that's for sure. But we didn't blow sound because that strategy worked.
Wow, look at that scenery. Wow, that's actually beautiful.
I also want to thank Mobil 1 for being our maintenance and longevity partner for this trip. Without their 10W60 oil, I wouldn't be able to go out and drive, enjoy the country, and embark on this beautiful and once-in-a-lifetime journey. So shout out to Mobil 1 for the opportunity. Quick little gas station run to grab a Red Bull. Thank you for giving me wings. See if this lasts me to Vegas, and let's see how much this is gonna cost. Closest comment to the total on this video gets a shout out. How much y'all think I'm gonna spend on this trip? Let me know in them comments. This is the last time we're gonna see the Pacific Ocean on the map. We're going to I got the craziest thing planned for tomorrow. I'll see you then. Look where we're at, baby! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! No more Cali! Let's go! Today is day 4 of the LapTime Express Challenge, and we're at Speed Vegas right outside of Las Vegas, Nevada. They're America's only motorsport theme park where you can drive any exotic car you want on a real-life racetrack. I decided it might be a good idea to hit a little side quest to sharpen my driving skills before our next racetrack in Austin, Texas, one of the most difficult tracks on my calendar, and the United States Formula 1 Grand Prix, COTA. Today, I signed up to drive the most intense and rigorous car on their roster, the Ferrari 488 Challenge Evo, a 3.9 liter, 700 horsepower, super lightweight regulation race car. Before I suited up and drove, I had to complete a driver's meeting with Mr. Jeff. His name's not actually Jeff, but we'll call him Mr. Jeff. Editor, please cut to Mr. Jeff's chill cruise lap and peaceful driving. So there's a Hellcat. They take you around and do drift laps in it. The whole lap you're sideways. Bunch of Ferraris, McLarens. There's a 488 Challenge right there. 991.1 GT3 RS 488. Evo rear wheel drive 488. Oh man, what a pretty Lambo right here. Wow, pretty car. Carbon buckets. This one's nice. Now it's finally time to suit up and get ready to go out on track. I met with my instructor for the day, Mr. Brandon. He strapped me into the Ferrari as if I was a real racing driver, and I was introduced to my new office for the next half hour. So check this out. We've got radio, flash, wash. I've got a drink button, traction control, and pit limiter. I don't really understand the rest of this stuff. There's another traction control button. Start, ignition, ABS. It monitors. You can adjust it, which is really interesting. Master switch, ignition, AC fan. This car has AC. I don't know why this car would have AC, but it tells you what gear you're in right there as well, which is pretty cool. My goal today is to get a compliment from the racing instructor. He's going to be joining us, and we're going to do some laps. After I got strapped in by Mr. Brandon, he hopped in with me to critique my lap. He has a history of professional motorsport driving in LMP cars, GT cars, and lots of other motorsports, so I had a lot of work to do to make sure that he was happy with my driving and that I could receive a compliment from him by the end of my session. You guys are also going to be able to hear our conversation in real time during the lap, so everything he tells me will be audible. Let's boogie.
Alright, BK in the right seat. We're going out for 5 laps. Beautiful Ferrari 488 Challenge Evo. It has traction control, has ABS, no stability control. So remember, if we get this thing sideways, ain't nothing saving us from spinning out. So
lol, you guys will see what happens. Sorry in advance, buddy.
Too much curve.
Yeah.
Here we go. I only have 5 short laps to see if I can receive a compliment.
Let's go ahead and start rolling straight across the red line. Stay up the right side of the straight.
You guys will notice he's giving very specific driving instruction. Exactly how to brake, exactly how to turn, exactly when to give a throttle input. So if I don't follow his instruction exactly, it's going to be very evident to him that I'm not listening. But it's still my goal to impress him.
Good. Utilize most of the track out to the right. Just out to the line. Go. Deep breath. Deep breath.
Immediately off the bat, I notice the car is super responsive into the turns and extremely powerful.
Good. More push.
There isn't much turbo lag, but when the boost kicks in, it throws my butt into the seat and the car flies
Good.
forward.
Get those RPMs up a little higher. Shift.
Now I start to push the car even more. I want to use these last few laps to really get my best driving out there so we can get that compliment at the end of the session.
Yeah, felt it push on the way out, huh? More. Just a lift. A little bit. Patience. Right side.
And to seal the deal for not getting a compliment, I almost lose control and give him a little oh shit moment.
Straighten route. Straighten route. Yep. Yeah. And upshift, go.
The car briefly lost control and we were about to spin out, but luckily I caught it and eased Mr. Brandon's anxiety on the last lap, which happened to be my quickest lap as well at 56.75 seconds. Now that the lap is over, let's see what the verdict is. Do I get a compliment or not?
A little slide right there, but no big deal.
What'd you think of my driving?
Really
Give
good.
me some rundown.
No, I mean, honestly, not bad, man.
Thank you,
So,
Sick! We got our compliment. Now time to switch seats and sit passenger with the real race car driver and experience what it feels like to really drive this car. Boom, straight into it, no hesitation. This guy definitely knows what he's doing.
but here, it's sacrificing a little bit there, managing grip, just being patient.
He's such a badass that he's able to push the car and narrate his driving to me in real time. Meanwhile, I'm getting thrown from left to right in the passenger seat like a bag of potatoes. What stands out to me the most is how he's able to fully utilize the entire racetrack from left to right, using every bit of asphalt as he can.
Yeah, this car loves being up 75, 7,600 RPMs right before that red line, you know?
Now we're gonna go drifting in this. Look at this. This is going. This guy just took off, no time for question. He entered the first turn of the track at nearly 100 miles an hour. Keep in mind, this is a Hellcat. Then he threw it into a nasty slide. I had a lot more fun than I thought I was going to, but this is where the fun stopped, because what happened next was going to reveal itself as a potentially massive issue for the rest of the series. But first, mandatory RedBull break. Well, we were pulling in to get some food, and check engine turned on. Woohoo! What's a BMW without a check engine? But hey, I'm the stupid one for taking one across the country, right? Let's see what this is. I actually want to plug in the scanner and get some codes.
Well, here we go.
Oh yeah. What do we got?
Let's just see. I'm just gonna mess with it until I find something, because that wasn't there before. Oh, they're oxygen sensors.
These engine codes signify that the vehicle oxygen sensor stopped working, which doesn't seem to be an alarming issue at first glance. However, it's important to note that the oxygen sensor in a car regulates the air-to-fuel ratio adjusted by the car's brain, the ECU. If the O2 sensor goes bad and the issue is not addressed before a long drive, which I'm currently on, I might not be able to drive on track or even finish this trip. A bad sensor throws off the air-fuel mix, which can cause the engine to run too rich or too lean, leading to overheating, misfires, and long-term damage to the pistons, plugs, or even the exhaust system. To top everything off, it was already evening time in Vegas, so most shops and stores were closed, leaving me stranded here until I fixed the car with 4 more racetracks and 4,500 miles yet to drive. Before I address that O2 sensor issue, let's stop at Houston's. Shout out Ed. You guys remember Ed from the first vlog? He was chasing me in the Porsche. This is his place. Houston's hot chicken waffle shake. That's nuts. Tender test. We got the sauce. One bite. Everybody knows rules. Tastes really good. This is a honey butter. Ed, good shit. I like it. I found an auto parts store that was open at this time and bought a couple of jack stands so I can go under the car myself and see if there was any visible damage to the oxygen sensor. While my O2 sensor wasn't reliable, what is reliable and great for my car is Mobil One's 10W60 oil. They're our longevity partner for this trip, and I'm super blessed to be able to have a partner like Mobil One for this project. I'm underneath the car. We got O2 sensor right here. So that's one O2 sensor right there. That's the post cat. There would be a cat right here, but there's none. This O2 sensor, we're checking for wiring. If the wiring's all messed up and shit, but it's not messed up, which is great. So all we gotta do is I gotta unplug that plug right there inside that hole. You can't really see. Undo this guy, pop it out, put the new Johnny in there. I hope that'll fix it. I really do. So after getting under the car and not really seeing any damage to the O2 sensor, I still decided to order it from the parts store. It was gonna arrive 10 a.m. the next morning, so I was left with my check engine light and the city of Las Vegas to explore.
We in Vegas, baby. Vegas city nightlights, like the vibe never gets old. It's always super pretty. Look at that, wow. Caesar's Palace. Got all the street signs and stuff. So you know what I heard about the Sphere? Look at that, holy Christmas. Tell me that's not nuts. I've heard it costs $450,000 a day for advertising. That's crazy. I wonder how many people actually see it in a day and how they justify the cost. Look at that M&M store. So many lights, so much to see.
Oh, it's windy. Look how windy it is. Wow. Wow. After a bit of driving around the strip, I arrived to my final resting spot for the night, the beautiful Venetian Las Vegas.
Oh yeah. Well, we've arrived in the Venetian. This is our stay for the night. Okay, mini challenge. I have 30 minutes to turn $100 into something more than $100. If I can't do it, I lose the mini challenge and I go to sleep. 30 minutes starts now. Let's go. Time to boogie. That's it. Just like that, 3 hands. That's it. It's done. $100 gone. Yeah, don't gamble, people. All right, that was Vegas. Tomorrow we have a crazy, nerve-wracking, exciting day planned, which I'm kind of scared for. You'll see tomorrow. Make sure that you tune in because it's going to be very exciting. And yeah, good night. Last night my car threw a check engine light, and after scanning the code with my diagnostic tool, we determined that it might be an O2 sensor. So I went to my local parts store and I picked up this Bosch O2 sensor to see if we can sort out today's issue before going to Arizona.
After searching Las Vegas for a reputable mechanic shop, I stumbled across German Motors. They were nearby and had a great rating, so I gave them a call, booked an appointment, and went over to see if they could fix my check engine light.
All right, we got the M3 on the lift. What's the damage? The sensor looked all right, didn't it? I was under the car yesterday, it looked okay. Hopefully this solves the issue. Honestly, the check engine light, that was quite annoying. Obviously, I can't get on track if I have a check engine light, especially if it's O2 sensor related. My air to fuel ratio in the car, if something happens with the car, I can actually blow my engine. I gotta turn the engine off. Oh my God, no. We wanna make sure all that's dialed in before we even head out to the Grand Canyon.
While the car's in the air, huge thanks to our tire partner Michelin, this challenge wouldn't be possible without them. We're pushing the limits of one set of Pilot Sport Cup 2s on both street and track to see how far they'll go.
This was the O2 sensor that the car says that has a problem. Cars usually have 4 O2 sensors before the cat and after the cat. The O2 sensor's job is to monitor the air to fuel ratio and tell the engine computer to send the proper amount of fuel in correspondence with the amount of air going into the intake. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. There she is. Hopefully no more problems. I hope that code doesn't come back. We just have to drive it and find out. The old O2 sensor had a dent right there. Look at that. Is that normal? That doesn't look normal. So now we say goodbye to Vegas. And good news, no more check engine light. That's great. I hope it stays that way.
With that check engine sorted out, it was time to leave Las Vegas and embark on the next chapter of our journey into the beautiful Red Rock state of Arizona.
Look where we are. Arizona, baby. Yo! Let's go.
As we crossed into Arizona, I felt this weird mix of gratitude and momentum. Thankful for how far we made it, and thankful to Mobil 1, our official longevity partner, for standing behind this vision, going out and truly driving. It felt like we were in the rhythm, but that was the last time I felt in control, because what came next was hilarious in the most terrible way possible. Honestly, I don't know why. Like, why does this stuff happen?
You guys hear that?
Ugh. Oh shit. No, there's no way. Rod knock. I blew the engine. I gotta turn the engine off. Oh my god. No, oh my god. No, no, my god. No. I can't believe this. Where am I? Oh yeah, thank you, genius. Nice, middle of nowhere. I can't do the track days. I can't do the I need to put the camera down. I'm sorry, give me a second. So I might have not been entirely truthful with you guys. So yeah, my bad. I didn't blow my engine. I was good acting. You gotta give me props on that. But that rod knock sound isn't fake. That rod knock sound is actually real. Let me turn the car back on, see if it does it again. I want to show you exactly what this is. So let me explain what that noise is and how we can fix it right now. That clicking noise is coming from right here. This is my blow-off valve. A blow-off valve is a spring-powered valve that releases built-up air pressure in my supercharged car. The blow-off valve's job is to vent excess pressure when I let off the throttle. And if the spring inside doesn't keep the valve open or closed when necessary, you get weird noises like knocking or clicking. To explain this further, I'll have myself from 3 years ago demonstrate. Get the blow-off valve, or the notorious flutter. Now we know we need to change the blow-off valve spring. And I actually have that spring in the trunk, so let's change it. Okay, gloving up. And now let's get to work. Thank you! That truck driver here, he said, that's a nice car! First I need to remove the PCV hose from the blow-off valve so I can unscrew the 8 Allen bolts holding the cap on. Now that this is off, we can change the old spring to the correct one and see exactly where that knocking noise was coming from. This is the blow-off valve mechanism. Right? That noise you're hearing is... That happens because this is too easy to compress. So that means this is rated for higher boost. This is not rated for higher boost. Let's put this puppy in, see if it changes it. But I hope that sound is gone and we'll get some cool boost noises for you after. Now that we understand what caused that knocking noise, I installed the correct factory spring and reassembled the blow-off valve, making sure not to drop any parts into the engine. And once that was done, now it was time to test it out. I told you. Let's go to the Grand Canyon. To finally celebrate a healthy engine, I wanted to show you guys my exclusive BeLoud LapTime Express apparel. We're launching hoodies, shirts, and a hat, and the design beautifully encapsulates the journey. Everything will be available at shopbeloud.com, so if you want to support content like this in the future, go and get yourself some gear. Link in description. Part of this challenge is I have to do the entire trip, 7 tracks, 4,500 miles on one set of tires. This is that set of tires. The tread is going down. The inside of the tread is gonna wear out quicker. The rears are gonna go out before the front. Taking a look at the inside, the tread wear definitely weighing down. After checking my tires, I continued driving and found a gorgeous spot to chill for a bit. I mean, look at this view. It's hard to beat a good view, a sunset, and a tasty Red Bull, am I right? Always remember, guys, be loud in everything you do. Enjoy the little things, people. Enjoy the little things. Almost in Flagstaff. Beautiful sky. Let's get some gas. We are in Arizona. I want to say like 20 miles out of Flagstaff. And the gas prices have dropped. $3.89. Much better than $5 and whatever the... It's also pretty cold. It's in the 40s. After I got gas, temperatures significantly dropped on our final stretch to the Grand Canyon. It was already past 1 a.m. and it was getting darker and more desolate. My tires were also losing air pressure due to the quickly dropping freezing cold weather. And you want to know the best part? I'm camping on the roof of the car tonight. so cold. All right. This is Outdoor Boys, episode 1. We got the tent and the race car. Look at this setup, guys. Look at this setup. This is crazy, huh? Someone's awake over there. Try to keep it quiet. Got the ladder. Let's get in this Johnny. It's quite the roomy one, which is why I like it a lot. I'm not really uncomfortable, being honest. But yeah, let's drop these down. It's so cold. It's 24 degrees outside. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. Just a reminder, drop a comment, like, subscribe. I'm posting more stuff like this. Let's try to get, I don't know, I'm being ambitious. Let's try to get 50,000 likes on this video. Because the more you guys watch, the more money that pot accumulates. Stick around for tomorrow. I've got a really good surprise for you guys. You're not gonna want to miss it. I'll see you tomorrow. My goal for today is to get to Phoenix, which is 4 hours south of where I currently am. I have a long drive today, and I also have to set myself up for Texas, which is where my next racetrack is. And that's about a 15-hour drive. Oh, it's snowing. It's snowing. Look. Woo! All right, let's pack up the tent. As I packed up the tent, I took a second to soak it in, you know, waking up on top of the M3, right outside the Grand Canyon. Let's go see the Grand Canyon. It's moments like this that remind me why I started this trip. I started brushing my teeth out in the freezing cold, still half asleep, by the way. Day in the life. Big thanks to Michelin for being our tire partner on this journey. These Cup 2s haven't failed me yet. And of course, be loud in everything you do. I wish it was a little clearer, but it's okay. Well, I'll say this. The view was pretty nice, but considering the snow and overcast weather, I wasn't really able to see too much into the canyon. So that's when I asked the man upstairs for just 5 minutes of sunlight to help out with the visibility. And that led to what you're about to see next. And all I gotta say is praise Jesus. Get a little bit of hiking. Oh, shit. Everything for the shot. Everything for the shot. Okay, we're getting there. Holy shit. Welcome to the Grand Canyon. I also want to show you guys my new limited apparel line called the Be Loud LapTime Express, made just for this trip. Wow. If you liked what I was just wearing, you can get yourself some pieces at shopbeloud.com. I'd really appreciate the support, and it'll continue pushing me to share more of these beautiful life moments with you guys. That is an instant death fatality right I said there. A quick, Jesus, please make it sunny. I had faith, and he did it. It was snowing, like, you saw that. It was snowing like 2 minutes ago. Now the sun is out, beautiful. Thank you, Jesus. What an amazing day. Now that we saw the vast Grand Canyon, it's time that we continue pushing on to our next city, Phoenix, Arizona. All right. Time to go to Phoenix. I got a surprise for you guys. It's snowing! As I left the Grand Canyon and the landscape became coated in white, I stumbled across this turnout area which had a red mud road, so I decided to mess around for a bit before continuing, just to take in that last bit of snow, not only for the rest of the trip, but probably until the end of the year. Flagstaff, almost in Flagstaff. We're going to Phoenix today. Really low temperature, dropped my tire pressure. And we want to take a look at the mileage counter. It says 286.9, 287 miles pretty much. That's not 287 miles. I've driven 2,287 miles. 2,287.2 miles. If we did that straight from the west to the east coast, we'd probably be in Atlanta, Georgia right now. Yeah. Driving to the next spot, I figured we'd just cruise through another stretch of quiet highway. Maybe a little cold, maybe some desert rain at most. Arizona's not exactly known for snow, right? But mile after mile, the skies started shifting. The air got colder, the clouds heavier, and suddenly... What is this? It's a blizzard, straight up blizzard. I'm on Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2s in the snow right now. Some sketchy stuff. Look at that. Beautiful weather, man. Wow. Well, I did not know Arizona snowed like this. That's awesome. Look how pretty that is. At first it felt kind of magical, peaceful even, but the deeper we drove, the more unreal it became. Flurries turned into full-on snowfall, and before I knew it, I was in a completely different world. This is gorgeous. Look at this. Look at this landscape. Oh my goodness, man. What is this? That's when I decided to pull over, and boom, there it was. My M3,
a car representing youth, struggle, and the freedom to chase anything, parked in the middle of a snow-covered wonderland, like a dream.
Look at this. Get a hold of this, eh? I had to stop. I'm sorry, okay? Look at this. Like, come on. Look how beautiful this is. Wow.
Leaving our little winter wonderland, the snow turned back into rain and we entered the red rock town of Sedona.
We are in Sedona, Arizona. Known for the red rocks. You can see the rocks are red. Very red. Very rock. I like this a lot. $3.99. That's good.
Getting some gas for our snowplow, I wanted to thank Mobil 1 for making this journey possible and for being our longevity partner on the LapTime Express. Let's grab a mandatory Red Bull from the gas station and skedaddle.
You gotta fill up when it's cold. Pressures drop when it's cold. Hey! We hit 90,000. I bought this car at 30K. 30 grand. Huh. Best 30 grand I've spent in my life. Don't let the car sit and rot in a garage. Put it out, drive it. Value is temporary. Memories are forever. Praise God. God bless.
Thank you, Greg. Appreciate the wise words, my friend. From there, it was back on the freeway and the snow slowly faded behind me. As I entered Phoenix, I was on my way to a buddy's place who's also very deep in the car world too. And let's just say he's got some fun stuff waiting for us.
After a long drive from the Grand Canyon, we're finally in Phoenix. It's good to see that, man. All right, so we just pulled up to Jack's spot. Let's see what's going on. There he is. Hey. How we doing? How you doing, man? Good. Good to see you. Good, bro. Good. Hey.
Meet Jack Ultramotive, one of the OGs in the car YouTube scene with almost 2 million subscribers on YouTube alone. He's been building wild project cars and making Forza content since he was a teenager, and he's known for doing it all himself out of pure passion. From big turbo Nissan GTRs to gated manual Lamborghini Murcielago LP640s, this guy's garage is like a candy store for car lovers. I've been watching him for years, so pulling up to his place on this trip, it's a full circle moment.
We're doing seven racetracks from here to Miami.
Oh, what?
Yeah, on the same set of tires, and I'm camping on the car. Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Bro, what do you do to bulletproof this motor?
I supercharged it.
Oh, God.
The reverse.
Seeing all of Jack's cars is very eye-opening. I'm on the early stages of my YouTube journey, and seeing the success he's been able to accomplish is very encouraging and pushes me to become a better YouTuber for you guys. How dope would it be to camp on top of my V12 Lambo one day? That'd be fire. Okay, enough talking. Let's take Jack's V12 Lambo to dinner and get some fried chicken.
Let me tell you something. This is my first time in a Mercy.
Let's go. I was hoping you'd say that.
I think this is the right one to go in. Holy shit. Oh, seatbelts are from this side. How you doing? Compassione, magnificado. I love it. Y'all hear the whine?
To dinner, day 6 of our journey got marked off as a success.
This is how you pull up to Raising Cane's, guys.
Yeah.
All right, you want some fried chicken? Bring your Mercy.
I still have most of the trip to complete, with my next track being one of the craziest, but we gotta stay positive and sometimes turn our brains off to enjoy a simple fried chicken tender with good people and good vibes. Always remember, be loud in everything you do. And if you made it this far into the video and my face looks a little familiar but you can't really pinpoint where you've seen me from, I'm gonna show you how making car noises with your mouth can turn into amassing almost 10 million global followers on social media.
If you guys are unfamiliar with his content, he's one of the greatest car sounds maker out there, and I'm gonna challenge him to basically imitate every single car in
I'll
the
do my
fleet right
best.
here.
Let's try this one. This was like, this one like made my page.
Holy sh**.
I gotta know what blow up valve he's got. That's crazy. Alright, LP640 manual. That flyby was spot on.
Holy sh**. What the
V8. V6 turbo.
See you guys tomorrow for day 7. Right now I'm driving 1,006 miles east to my next stop, one of the most notorious racetracks in the world and home of the United States Formula 1 Grand Prix, the Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas. But first, I'm gonna get a Red Bull real quick.
Necessity. Today we're headed to Texas. Got my handy dandy cowboy hat. Gator done. Leaving Arizona right now. On the way to El Paso, Texas, ladies and gentlemen. That's our first leg to Austin. It's a 15-hour drive. We got a lot of road to catch up on.
As I continued on the 10 East Freeway and drove to Arizona, I thought the drive was pretty chill, so I got comfortable with the fact that I didn't have to deal with any setbacks on my way to the next track, which was 1,000 miles away, and keeping in mind that I had fixed all the issues with my car so far, right? Right? Oh, how wrong was I?
We're almost in New Mexico, and I was driving behind this car. Now we have a little souvenir cracked windshield. That's not great for going on tracks, but I'll stop at a gas station, maybe get one of those like windshield crack repair kits, just so it doesn't spread. That would suck.
A small windshield crack might not immediately seem like a massive problem at first, but in my case, it's a ticking time bomb. With long drives, intense vibrations, and back-to-back track days pushing speeds past 150 miles an hour, that tiny crack can spread fast and could cause catastrophic safety issues if it shatters. Heat cycles from the brakes, sudden pressure shifts, even a sharp bump on the road, all of it adds stress. And if it shatters mid-corner or at triple-digit speeds, it's game over. Not just for the lap, but for my safety and the whole trip. So I have a real problem on my hands that I need to solve before I get to Coda. Fix my windshield. I kept driving, and this led me to decide that
I'm gonna stop in a gas station real quick, get a windshield repair kit for this thing. I also want to loosen my suspension because I feel like it's still this tight on track settings. It wears it down and puts more stress on it, so I'm gonna loosen it. So we'll get the car up on a jack, show you how to loosen the suspension. Now this thing popped out of place. Some of the wrap on this side is actually peeling off completely. Look. Gotta get that redone.
So I went inside to look for the kit to fix the windshield and searched the entire store. It was a pretty big place and I checked all the aisles multiple times, but I couldn't really find anything. So I eventually asked the clerk for help, but he just said whatever was on the shelves was all they had. So I gave up and left.
Gentleman at the shop told me to go to the auto parts store, so that's what we're gonna do. Let's go to the auto parts store. Before we get the car on the jack, I'm gonna get a hoodie out. It's kinda cold. If you guys haven't seen my merch, this is the Be Loud LapTime Express merch on shopbeloud.com. It's only available for this trip. Yeah, check it out. I really appreciate the support, and you can help me keep doing things like this to keep you entertained.
It was now time to get the car in the air so I could soften the suspension a bit to help with the bumpy roads. Leaving the coils too stiff is not only annoying when highway driving, but could cause premature wear down the line.
What we're gonna wanna do is reach right under that coilover and get that knob. We're gonna loosen that knob, and in theory, it should loosen my suspension. Loosened it all the way.
Now moving over to the other side to do the same, we want to turn the wheel to the opposite direction to free up some room and stick my hand behind the wheel. Once the front two coils were softened, now we do the same on the rear. Rear suspension's adjustment knobs are in the trunk, so we gotta go inside and turn the knobs counterclockwise to loosen them to the desired setting. I decided to loosen them all the way.
All right, should be a bit better now. Got our oil, man. This is the good stuff.
I found a local auto parts store down the road and picked up myself a handy dandy windshield repair kit. Hopefully this is able to appease the issue for the duration of the LapTime Express so we can be safe and focus on beating those lap times with some peace of mind. Man, the things I gotta do for some peace of mind.
Skater down.
As I opened up the kit, it came with a couple different instruments. A Mars Rover R2-D2 suction cup looking thing, some adhesive, and a bunch of clear film. If you haven't done this before, don't worry, because I haven't either. From what I understand, you're supposed to send her the R2-D2 over the crack, twist the head of the knob so it touches the glass firmly grasp, and drop the adhesive in the hole. Do that a couple times, I guess, till it fills the hole.
So basically, you put this suction thing on, you squeeze the juice into this chamber, and you tighten it with this guy. Applies pressure from the inside, and honestly, it looks pretty good. It looks promising. I mean, it's hard to see with the sun, obviously, in the way, but the crack, if I take this off, by what it looks like it's gone. So we're gonna sit and wait for like 5 minutes, and then, I don't know, see if it worked.
While we wait for the adhesive to dry, quick reminder to be loud in everything you do. Chase what you love, let your individuality scream, and if you're vibing with the trip so far, go grab some merch at shopbeloud.com. And huge thanks to Michelin for being our tire sponsor on this journey, letting us push the limits of a single set of Pilot Sport Cup 2s across the country. Now let's go back and see if this windshield was fixed.
This looks like it's done. So you get a razor blade and you just start scraping. It's really nerve-wracking, but it's fine. Just 90-degree angle, clean razor blade. Just go ham. That's a lot better than what was there before. I'll take it, honestly.
And just like that, we fixed the windshield. Now it was time to continue on our journey, which led us to state number 4 on the LapTime Express, New Mexico.
We're here in New Mexico. We got one more state till Texas, baby.
Crossing into New Mexico was dope because it meant that I had 760 miles left to continue to our next racetrack in Austin, Texas.
Cool, let's go.
While there might not be much to see in New Mexico, it's refreshing knowing that I'm making progress even with these annoying drawbacks.
Oh, no, the suspension in the car. After I adjusted it and loosened it, it's a lot more forgiving. It's a lot easier on the car. The car's not stiff and like rock solid where I'm like getting destroyed on every bump.
Tonight I'm stopping in El Paso, Texas, which is a good halfway point to Austin, and we're getting closer and closer. The city ahead is what seems to be Las Cruces, New Mexico.
We're approaching Las Cruces, New Mexico.
It's so refreshing to see a big city and some civilization. You have no idea how happy I am to see those lights.
Almost there, we got about 45 minutes left.
And as the night went on, I saw my first hint of crossing into Texas. The freeway sign that finally said El Paso on it.
It's that time, ladies and gentlemen. It's that time, 8 p.m. in LA, but we are in New Mexico. It's time to change the time on the car to 9 p.m. It is now 9:02 p.m. El Paso, Texas time.
And just like that, we crossed into state number 5 of the trip, the Lone Star State of Texas.
We're in Texas, baby.
We'd already crossed through 4 states, but for some reason Texas hit different. It was the furthest east I'd ever driven, and it felt the most significant so far.
You guys see that over there? That's Mexico. Ooh, look at that traffic. Wow.
Now that we were in Texas, it was time to settle something very important. Whataburger or In-N-Out?
So if you know me, you know I'm an In-N-Out guy. I eat that stuff way too much. In-N-Out is a very popular burger joint on the West Coast. In my opinion, it's the best burger in the world. We're in Texas. I'm gonna go try Whataburger right now for the first time and give you my honest opinion. Never been here before. What's good? Which one? The Monterey? Double patty, cheese, like lettuce, tomatoes, pickles. What's in the burger? Sorry.
I'm an annoying customer.
Let me just have a double meat Whataburger, please. No pickles. For Greg? Greg? Yes.
It's not better than In-N-Out.
Now I'm on my way to Austin, Texas, which is 9 hours and 600 miles away to race on Circuit of the Americas tomorrow, the track where Formula One races on. This is the most difficult track on the entire calendar, and my car will arguably take the hardest beating on this racetrack. It's gonna be a logistical nightmare trying to complete the entire challenge after COTA, because I'm gonna have about 2,000 miles to get to the end of the challenge in Miami, with 3 more racetracks after COTA. So let's see if I could do it. Let's get to Austin.
So this is the weather right now. It's pouring. And I'm on semi-slick tires. Tomorrow at COTA, it shows an 85% chance of thunderstorm, which is horrible for my lap time challenge. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I can't drive in these conditions. I have to be like Rain Man. I gotta drive like Max Verstappen. What is this?
As the rain progressively got worse, I approached the Texas Border Inspection Station, which is where they monitor illegal border crossings into the United States. These Border Patrol officers are super strict since they have to deal with various different cases of trouble. So this might get interesting considering I've got a track car with a crazy livery, California plates, and a tent on top of my roof. Let's see what the officer says. Hopefully I don't get arrested for anything weird.
How's it going, sir?
You a citizen?
Yes, sir.
What's it called, man? This is nice.
Thank you, man.
Where you headed to?
Austin,
Where you coming from, boss?
LA.
What you gonna do in Austin, man?
We're going on track.
Oh, shit. Pretty cool. You got a bud.
Thank you, buddy. Pretty cool. I wish we had some of this in California, you know, niceness. Instead of getting harassed on why
my front license plate is not on the car. Like, give me a break, dude.
As we crossed into Texas along the 10 freeway, the rain kept falling. Light enough to cruise through, but just heavy enough to remind me that we were pushing deeper into the unknown. The road hugged the border of Mexico, and that's when I started noticing signs.
There's so many signs that say don't pick up hitchhikers. We're on the border of Mexico right now, right next to the border. This is trippy, man.
It felt like one of those stretches of highway where anything could happen. The kind that keeps you alert, scanning everything. Just then, another train.
So many trains. This is like the third train that's come by in the past 15 minutes.
And right when the scenery felt like it couldn't surprise me again, something caught my eye.
No way. It's a BMW 2002. I'm trying to be like this guy. Oh man, nice.
Moments like this remind me why I'm doing this trip, man. It's so nice. Not just for the destinations, but for everything in between. I want to thank Mobil 1 for making this trip possible because they're to credit the possibility of getting out and driving. But before we continued, we needed one thing. I kept driving, and then bam, no warning. And just like that, everything changed.
I think I hit a nail. That's wonderful. That's the last thing I needed on a 9-hour drive. All right, I'm gonna pull off. Hold on.
I pulled off to the side of the freeway so I can get out of the car and see how bad the damage was.
Yeah, the tire's really flat. The car's pulling to the side. Good news is, I'm ready for this.
At first I couldn't see a puncture or anything wrong, but the tire was definitely out of air. I moved the car a bit forward to see more of the tire, and there it was, the screw that caused the flat tire.
Oh, there it is. Fantastic.
I started unloading the trunk. Tools, bags, everything had to come out so first I could reach the jack. And then I got the car up and grabbed my 17mm socket wrench.
That's good. Oh, and it's on there. Perfect.
Thank God it was already set up. No time to waste.
All right, so I gotta take the wheel off, obviously. I can't really plug this here. I don't have enough leverage. I need to really get down on the tire. Luckily, it's on the back wheel, not the front. If it was a steering wheel, it would suck. All right, let's get the wheel off.
I kept moving fast. I knew if I slowed down and really thought about the situation, the weight of doing this without help in the middle of Texas might catch up to me.
I don't even know if there's a tire shop around here.
The middle of nowhere has a way of making you feel real small real quick.
What a lovely day. It is. It's a nice day out. It's like these are the moments you gotta stay positive in, because whenever you start thinking too much, you get overwhelmed. But hey, every day is a good day. I'm dead serious. I'm having a great time right now.
Once the wheel was off, I spotted the screw lodged deep in the tread. Time to grab a screwdriver and screw it out.
Here's our culprit. Pretty fresh one too.
Then I broke out the tire patch kit. If you've never done this, here's how it works. First, you use this rough metal reamer to open up the hole and clear it out. Yeah, it feels a bit wrong, but that's what lets the plug fit. Next, you take one of those gummy rubber strips, load it onto the plug tool, coat it with some sealant, and shove it into the hole and yank the tool back out. That plug stays in the tire, sealing the puncture from the inside out. At least that's the idea in theory. I kept trying, 30 minutes on the side of the freeway, wrestling with this tire in the wind and cold. Nothing was working. Just as I was hitting a wall, I heard the sound of a diesel truck pull off to the road behind me. That's when I met Mr. Billy, a 49-year-old man from Kentucky who parked right next to my car and walked over to help. No hesitation.
How you doing? Just gonna plug a tire.
But who was he? What had he been through? I could have never guessed.
You look stronger than I do. If you want to come help me push this down.
This man saw a stranger struggling and didn't think twice. He got down on the ground with me in the middle of nowhere and started tackling this flat tire like we were teammates.
We don't got people like this in Cali, that's for sure.
We kept pushing. It wasn't easy. Between the two of us, we battled that tire for over 45 minutes, on top of the 30 that I'd already spent trying to fix it alone.
I think this is a good opportunity to plug my merch. So go check out the Be Loud LapTime Express merch drop at shopbeloud.com. We got a bunch of really cool stuff, including this hoodie, brown suede hat, blue and cream hoodies and shirts. Go check it out, shopbeloud.com. I'll see you there.
But eventually, we did it. Not only did he help me fix the problem, he gave me some of his own tools and sprays just in case it happens again. But the part that hit me the hardest wasn't what he did, it was who he was. Billy's a long truck hauler from Kentucky. He lost his wife, he lost his son, he beat stomach cancer, and just yesterday, this man saved someone's life after a truck accident doing CPR.
Oh, wow.
I give CPR to this guy.
No way.
Yeah. Yesterday.
Yesterday. CPR? He was out?
Yeah. Well, help get him out of the truck.
God sent. Thank you very much.
Now it's just him and Luna, his dog, his only companion, driving across America. A man with every reason to shut the world out, yet he stopped for a stranger on the side of the freeway without thinking twice. He didn't want money, didn't want recognition, he just wanted to help. I'm a believer in Christ, and I truly believe Billy was sent by God that day. Because of him, I was able to keep going. Everyone go follow him on TikTok at BillyWilson758 and drop a nice comment on his videos. As he headed off, I put the wheel back on the car and packed all my equipment. Now it was time to find a tire shop and have it patched from the inside so we could safely continue to Austin.
On a serious note, that might have been a godsend, man. His name is Mr. Billy. He lost his son recently. He lost his wife. There he is, right there. Yes, sir.
I was hoping you would be on the road by now.
Yes, sir.
Cell phone number.
I'm gonna reach out to you. Bless you, man. Mr. Billy, God bless you.
Just like that, we drove east with Mr. Billy and his Dodge Ram dually, 40 minutes down into Fort Stockton, Texas, and straight to a local tire shop, so I can finally patch this tire and continue on my trip to the Circuit of the Americas.
So we're headed towards Fort Stockton. I'll get my tire internally patched so we're safe on the racetrack. But yeah, that was really awesome, that encounter with Mr. Billy. He's just a happy man. He loves helping people. Jesus, wow. Oh, Jesus, okay.
After everything with Mr. Billy Wilson, I finally made it into Fort Stockton. First stop, a local tire shop. I wanted to see if they could take me in and patch the tire properly on the spot. I've been running Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2s for this entire trip, 3 tracks, over 3,000 miles, and for a tire with a 240 treadwear rating, the durability is actually insane. Big thanks to Michelin for supporting this series and letting me test these limits. Even with all this abuse, they're still holding very strong. Once we got the wheel off, we finally saw the plug from earlier squished and holding on after a couple highway miles. While it was off, I took the chance to eyeball the brake pads too, because those have been seeing significant wear with all the track use as well. I'd honestly be surprised if those made it to the end of the trip too. Getting the tire off the rim let us inspect the inside tread, and honestly it looked pretty new. A little bit deceiving, really, because this tire had been through nearly half the country and abusive racetrack driving. I thought it'd worn down a lot more by now, but this is pretty reassuring considering that we're doing a lot better than I expected. Quick side note, always remember, be loud in everything you do, chase your goals, chase your passions, and as a quick little fourth wall break, if I wasn't taking my own advice right now, you wouldn't be watching my video. LOL. Now that the patch was complete, the mechanic rolled over the tire, and just like that.
Alright. Now that we got the tire patched, let's change the time in the car because we crossed into Central Time Zone. It is 4:29 p.m. Alright.
Birria tacos. Y después.
So that up there, that's San Antonio, that's Dallas, and right there in that red is Austin, Texas. We're not that far. Sorry for the awkward hand position. My hand is kind of like holding the wheel at the same time. Anyway, bear with me. We're not that far.
The drive got dark and started to get more scenic, passing through a little town called Fredericksburg. Cool little cozy Texas town. Always these, these small little towns that have the best food. I kind of wish I could have stopped to try something because I kind of regret it now.
Almost there, almost there.
Leaving Fredericksburg, I arrived to my last gas station stop for the night. And low-key, I wish they advertised these gas prices a bit better because it's kind of a scam.
Yeah, that's a scam. It says $265, but when you pull up, you're feeling 93, it's $380.
After my final gas station stop before the big one, I was getting closer and closer. The final stretch. Circuit of the Americas. You can feel the history pulling in. F1, MotoGP, all the greats. Parking in the paddock, I pitched the Tentbox up for the night, and I could finally and officially say that I made it
To Austin. We're at Circuit of the Americas. I'm whispering because there are people sleeping, but we're here. We finally made it. I set up the tent. We got the car ready. I'm gonna sleep up here tonight. This is Circuit of the Americas. We're on track tomorrow. Hello. I have only 25 days to drive across 7 of America's craziest racetracks from California to Florida on one set of tires.
And welcome to day 9, baby! So far, I've driven over 3,500 miles across the western United States.
Oh yeah, thank you, genius.
Started at Willow Springs Raceway, lost. Day 2 at Chuckwalla Speedway, my first win. Laguna Seca Raceway on day 3, lost again. And now after 6 days of crossing 4 states, crazy weather, surviving a blown engine and a flat tire, we've made it to Austin, Texas for our next insanely dangerous racetrack.
We're at Circuit of the Americas and this is track number 4.
Welcome to the United States Formula One Grand Prix. Let's suit up.
So we're at COTA. This is officially the halfway point of this trip.
3,718 miles since we started. Formula One races here, you can feel the emotion. You can feel the level of rigor. It's very intimidating. This is one of the craziest, most intense tracks on the calendar. A lot of uphill, a lot of downhill. It's also wet outside. Look at this, it's all wet. It was a storm last night. I was sleeping in here. It was... So as a result, my lap time goal for the day, 2 minutes and 35 seconds. If I'm not able to satisfy 2 minutes and 35 seconds for this lap, even on a wet day, we have to move on having lost the challenge.
That was freaking cool.
Yeah. They're digging the tent. I'm telling you, I'm the coolest one here. No, you didn't. No, thank you very much.
As I took the Tentbox off the car in my racing suit, the nerves hit hard. A rough night of sleep in the thunderstorm didn't help, but it was more than that. Coda felt like a final boss, and the weight of it all was starting to get to me. I had 3 tracks left, but this one felt different, bigger. Speaking of tracks,
while I take the tent off, I just want to say thank you to Chin Track Days for having me out today. Really grateful for the opportunity. This is crazy. You guys are awesome. Really nice organized event. All right, before we go out on track, you know what time it is. We're gonna set the tire pressures. Let's go. Thank you, RedBull, for giving me wings.
here we go, baby. Time for the big boss. Coda, here I come. Am I gonna beat that 2 minute 35 second lap time, or do I increase my losing streak to 3 losses? Let's do this, baby. Mode push, foot to the floor, climbing the first straight like a mountain. Top speed 131 miles an hour, then smashing my brake pedal down to 37 miles an hour. Now work your way to the left. Keep your foot on the gas. First thoughts, this track is way too big. I don't know where I gotta be half the time. Coming into the S's at turn 3, 4, and 5. Greg, use more curb. Keep it straight, man. Foot down. I'm losing traction. The track is cold and slippery from the rain. I don't know how much of this I could deal with. Your driving line sucks, dude. What are you doing? Next straight, we hit a blistering 139 miles per hour coming into turn 12. My tires and brakes are crying, but we're coming up on traffic ahead. I'm not allowed to pass unless he allows me to by pointing out of his window. Nice, we got the point. Almost like he heard me talking about him. Greg, push. Final 2 sectors of the track. We're really close, dude. Push it, man. Last corner, putting my foot through the floor, getting on the gas. Final stretch. Did I beat 2 minutes 35 seconds? Grip. Okay, yeah, that didn't happen. That was a rough lap, huh? Let's see what exactly happened. First of all, for everyone who's driven Coda and thinks in their head, yeah, you know, this kid sucks at driving. I do, but take into account that these tires have seen more miles than your cars probably have. So back off, Robert. One of you's probably named Robert, I don't know. Anyway, because of the wet, I was fighting traction the entire lap. Secondly, remember, this track has 2 very long, very fast straights. And what do you do after a long and fast straight? Brake! So not only having to preserve tires on this trip, I'm growing more worried about my brake pads. So I'm driving with that in the back of my head too. Always remember, be loud in everything you do. Even if you're failing lap times like me, at least you're on track. Chase your passions and let your individuality scream. If you're about that mindset, and if you've been watching the series and feeling that same energy, I dropped a limited collection over at shopbeloud.com. It's built for people chasing their thing, just like I'm chasing mine. I hope I get to see you wearing the message. Now for that elephant, the main contributor for today's failure, my driving line. Yeah, we gotta work on that. I didn't quite figure out where I needed to be on track as much as I should have, and if you've watched me drive hot laps on this series so far, you'll notice my bad habit of not using the entire racetrack's width to my advantage. This can be seen in the S's, turn 6, turn 9, 10, pretty much the whole lap, yeah. So what does this all mean? I'm down 3-1, and if I lose the next lap time challenge, there's no 2016 Cavs comeback. We lose the whole thing.
Alright, now that we got off the track, I want to show you actually how much the tire pressures increased. Let's plug it in. So I set it to 27 right before we went out. Tire pressures, look at that, 32. But you see, it jumped up 5 PSI because of the temperatures inside the tire. Also, let's look at my brake pad wear. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty dandy. Since this is the halfway point of my trip, it's very important now we actually look at the tires. We've driven 3,718 miles total, and we've been on 4 racetracks at this point. The tread is still very deep. It's got even wear on the inside because of the camber. So tires are good, brakes are good, but how's my oil?
Now that we officially crossed the halfway point of this trip, it was time to do an oil change. So I'm gonna grab my handy dandy floor jack, raise the car up, put it on my two very hopefully reliable jack stands, and get under my car. This M3 has two drain plugs, one for the main oil pan and the other to drain the oil filter housing. So getting underneath the car, I'll drain out the old oil so we can put the new good stuff in. I'm using Mobil 1's 10W60 race oil for my engine, and on this trip so far it's seen almost 4,000 miles, a bunch of weather, and 4 hard track days.
This drain plug is supposed to have a copper gasket on it, and I was looking for it. I was like, where is it? And then I realized it's on the still on the drain. This is what you gotta replace. Don't try this at home. We're probably gonna cut this out.
No, we're not. You just put that.
You'll notice that I came prepared with a portable oil reservoir, so once we drain all the dirty oil out, I can safely dump it in the ocean. Relax, I kidding. Once the main pan is drained, I can change the drain plug gasket on the oil pan plug and begin draining the oil filter housing.
Very nice. Oil filter. Wow. And then you take the box and you bye-bye. And we have a new one. How you doing? You.
Hey.
Let me get out.
Did you get it on your mouth?
I got some oil on my face, so quick little snack time.
You're gonna lick it all up.
Hey man, Mobil 1, it tastes good. What do you want me to say?
You run on 10W60?
It's good, yeah.
Now that all the oil was drained, I can move to the top of the engine and change the oil filter. In order to do this, you use a 36mm socket and a 1/2-inch wrench to undo the cover cap. Next, what you want to do is carefully remove the cap and old filter without spilling any oil into the engine bay. I'm a messy worker, so of course I spilled oil into my engine bay. Before putting the new filter and cap back in, we got to change the rubber gaskets on the plastic oil filter cap, which kind of gets annoying.
I don't have the pick. Have some 1060 oil for yourself. Get a little bit of oil. Yes, sir.
After 15 minutes of struggling, trying to remove the oil rubber gasket with my mouth because of my lack of proper tools, we can finally put the new gaskets in, put the new filter in, put the cap back on, torque it to spec, and fill up the new Mobil 1 10W60 motor oil. You're supposed to use a funnel, and I never actually do, but I was smart enough to remember to bring one so I can guarantee 100% that I won't spill it anywhere.
Holy shit. Wind.
According to BMW, the E92 M3 takes 9.3 quarts or 8.8 liters of oil, and the reason why it uses such a thick 10W60 weight is because the motor in this car, the S65 B40, is a high revving V8 and gets really hot. Thinner oils would break down and not protect the motor, but BMW engineered the motor around this oil for track reliability and long-term durability, especially at 8,400 RPM.
That was the cleanest oil change job you've seen in your life, wasn't it?
Time to take the car off the jack stands, put the tent back on the car, and leave Coda. Looking back on today, it was kind of bittersweet. We drove all this way to race on the United States Formula 1 Grand Prix just to do a few laps and leave. Man, I wish I could have stayed longer, but we have another crazy track coming up further along in the East Coast, and the next one is arguably even more dangerous. Final stop for the night was Houston, just a quick 2 hours out, but before that I had to try this spot, the Pit Room. It's actually on Michelin's Big Gourmand list. Basically their way of saying fire food, good price, no fancy vibes. Since I'm already on Michelin Tires, figured I might as well eat Michelin too. Let's get some barbecue.
Taste test. One bite, everybody knows the rules. That's fire. Thank you, Michelin.
We've driven a total of 3,955 miles from California so far. We've raced on 4 of the 7 racetracks on the calendar, and unfortunately I am down 3-1. For the next 3 tracks, every single track on the calendar, I have to beat the lap time score, and if I don't, one of you might be a millionaire by the end of this series. But yeah, today we're off to and we have flood warnings and tornado warnings, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. Let's see what happens. As I made my way out of Houston, the skies hinted at storms ahead, but before leaving, I swung through downtown and found this tucked away lot to grab a few shots of the car. Houston's got a good first impression, you know, clean skyline, friendly people, definitely didn't hate it. As I continued driving, I saw this Lamborghini Gallardo, and I'm gonna say something very controversial, but it's the truth, okay? I genuinely think the 5-liter V10 out of the Gallardo is the best sounding V10 ever made. Yes, I said it. Now I'm hungry. Anytime I'm traveling, I like to come to a Dave's, because I used to go to the first Dave's pop-up spot on Hollywood and Normandy 8 years ago when it was just Dave's brother Armand, and I forgot the last guy's name. That's the Gatorade with peach tea in it all the time. Shout out Armand, shout out the boys. You guys did it. Trying to be like you, man. This is sick.
Let's go.
I looked around one more time as my car slowly ran out of gas. This was the last gas stop before we hit Louisiana. Still in Texas, but barely. I'm not even kidding, gas stations are basically home at this point. I've spent more time here than hotels. And honestly, the only reason this car's still making it across the country is because of these tires. Big thanks to Michelin for partnering with me on this trip. I'm doing the whole thing, tracks, highways, breakdowns, whatever, on one set of Pilot Sport Cup 2s. Kinda wild that they're still holding up.
Alright, we left Texas. I took the cowboy hat off. So now we can wear the Be Loud LapTime Express cap. We got a problem on this trip. I'm not even kidding. We are in peak tornado season. There is a national tornado watch directly towards where we're headed. We're going to Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, on the way to Georgia for our next track, and there's a national tornado advisory for the areas that we're going to specifically. That's not great. In America, the South, it's hit with a lot of tornadoes, and it tears cities apart. Very strong winds, upwards of 100 miles an hour. They destroy everything in their path. So my little M3, that's 3,000 pounds and some change with a tent on top, is not gonna last in a tornado. So I don't know what's gonna happen.
Despite not seeing the Louisiana state sign, I guess I did cross the border. It kind of threw me off because I usually see the state sign and stop for photos. Low-key a little disappointed that I didn't see it because it's become a ritual to stop at every state sign for pictures. Did I miss it or is it still coming up? I'm not sure, to be honest, but I looked on Google and apparently it was supposed to be right next to the border. Anyway, if I see it later, we'll stop. I pulled over for snacks. I saw this random excavator. Thought I'd snap a couple pictures for no other reason than, I don't know, it looked pretty cool. I used to overthink stuff like this, you know, like, oh, what's the point? Why film it? Why post it? But somewhere along the way, I stopped asking permission and just started doing whatever felt right. That mindset's literally the reason why I'm on this trip right now. It's about do what you love and don't tone it down. That turned into a movement I now call Be Loud. And I just dropped a limited Be Loud LapTime Express collection based on this trip. If you're into the energy behind all this, go grab something at shopbeloud.com. It's up right now. It's on sale only for the duration of this trip, so go and get your gear.
How we doing in there? Okay, we look okay. Yeah, we're fine.
And now we're back on the road, heading deeper into the south. You could probably tell from my face I'm asleep, just with my eyes open. The sun's going down, it's getting greener by the minute, and it's lightly starting to rain. Okay, maybe not lightly.
Alright, now we hit that big storm. It's really coming down. These are those south rains that everybody's talking about. We're approaching those thunderstorms and the tornado zone. I don't know how much I'm gonna film of this because I gotta really be safe, but I'll do my best.
It just kept getting worse. Rain started light, then came sideways. Visibility's trash, it's pitch black, and I'm somewhere deep in Louisiana. No cities, no cell service, nothing.
We're going into the worst weather in the country at night. Things keep getting more and more sketchy. I'm almost out of gas. There isn't a gas station for the next 50-55 miles. I have 36 miles left. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I really don't. Yeah.
Now here's a new problem. We've only got 32 miles left in the tank, and with that tent on the roof killing our fuel efficiency, 32 miles doesn't really mean 32 miles.
Oh, we got a problem. I am, yup, stuck in the absolute middle of nowhere. Absolute middle of nowhere. I couldn't make it to the next city. Yeah, that's, kinda ass.
Oops. Gas did get a bit more expensive, but while we're stopped, I want to give a shout out to Mobil 1 for keeping this car alive through all the chaos. It's been beat on, soaked, stretched to its limit, and we still have a lot more to go. But I finally got some good news. I found the Louisiana sign. But you might be wondering, why did I find a random Louisiana sign in the middle of the state? Because we crossed into the border of Mississippi. You know, because we crossed into the next state, so by default, the Louisiana sign was on the other side of the highway, so we killed two birds with one stone. You get the idea. But I found my state signs.
We're in Mississippi, baby. I have no idea what to expect from this state. We're going to Jackson right now. We're going to stay there the night, and then in the morning, we're off to Atlanta for Road Atlanta. Let's go, baby.
As I drove deeper into my final state for the night, I stopped for my last gas station break so I could have a full tank of gas tomorrow morning.
$3.70 per gallon, $4.93. I love that it's 93 and not garbage. Let's get some B-roll.
The dirt on the car is really starting to show now. The black wrap's turning brown, the wheels are caked in brake dust, and the exhaust tips are stained with heat. It's not just dirty, it's worn in. Storm streaks trace the hood like battle scars. The headlights resemble the 1,000-yard stare. Car's been through it, and it's not done yet. Neither am I. Always remember, be loud in everything you do. Live life at full throttle, let the mess tell the story. Filled up, stretched my back a little bit, now we're back on the move. This was the final stretch of the road for the night, deep into unfamiliar territory.
We're not on the West Coast anymore, ladies and gentlemen. We're in Mississippi. We're going north of Jackson today, and then we're going to Atlanta tomorrow for Road Atlanta.
Jackson snuck up on me. Quiet roads, empty signs, and that eerie feeling like you're the only one still awake. Closer and closer, city limits blurred past, and then...
Well, I'm here. We're in Jackson, Mississippi, and that's a... So, you guys know how tomorrow's video is gonna start. Oh, time to go rest. I'm very tired. See you tomorrow. What? This is crazy.
If you've never been, Bass Pro Shops is basically like an outdoor superstore on steroids. Think fishing, camping, hunting, boats, off-road gear, somehow also a full-on wilderness museum, restaurant, theme park, all in one. It's like someone took every dad's dream garage and turned it into a mall.
Never been to a Bass Pro Shop, but I see what the hype is now. It's like a Toys R Us for adults who like outdoor stuff. So far on the trip, we've crossed through 7 states and raced on 4 of the 7 total racetracks that I have to complete in the challenge. We've lost 3 of those lap time targets, and I've only won 1, so I'm down 3-1. I've got to beat the next 3 tracks in a row to win the challenge, and I also got 13 days left. If I break any of my challenge rules, someone's winning a massive cash prize. More on that later.
Hung around for a bit, took it all in, but now it's time to dip.
So that's Jackson, Mississippi, and this is Bass Pro Shops. Let's go to Atlanta.
From Jackson, Mississippi, I started the next leg of my journey, a 5.5-hour, 400-mile push to Atlanta. One of the longer stretches so far, and it's all for my next racetrack on the calendar.
Got my facial hair coming in.
At this point in the trip, the fatigue is definitely showing, but so are the views. The further east I got, the thicker the trees, the greener everything looked. Honestly, some of the most peaceful roads I've been on yet.
What the hell is this? What the hell is this? There's a bed in there. Look at the tires on that trailer. It's gonna fly off.
And of course, the South never disappoints when it comes to surprises. Out of nowhere, there's just a full house cruising down the highway. A few hours in, I started losing it a bit, making faces, being a goof, just trying to stay awake and entertained through miles of nothing. Then I opened the map and saw something that instantly lit a fire.
We can see Miami on the map, baby. Let's go. Woo!
But just as things started to settle into a rhythm, the skies started changing. The greens got darker, the clouds got heavier, and I had no idea what was about to hit me.
There's a tornado warning, there's a high wind warning, there's a lot of precipitation, and it's starting now. If you guys didn't know, predominantly in the south, that's the most dangerous weather around Alabama, Oklahoma, Mississippi, Louisiana, East Texas. A lot of tornadoes. These things blow through houses, they destroy everything in their way. So if we get within even miles of a tornado, we're in big trouble. I gotta make sure that we're safe, but it's gonna be a little scary because the precipitation is only gonna get heavier than this, according to the forecast. And if my car gets caught in something like that, it's going airborne and it's not gonna be pretty. Pray for me. I hope we'll be fine.
After all that build up, the sky held off for a bit. It was one of those stretches where everything felt too quiet. The roads were empty, the air was heavy, I was bored, trying to enjoy what might just be the last bit of calm before things turned sideways. And just like that, state number 8, Alabama. Yeehaw!
Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Sweet home Alabama. Woo-hoo!
Through the storms, breakdowns, racing, and a 5,000-mile solo haul, one thing stayed the same. Be loud in everything you do. It's more than a saying, it's the reason why I'm out here doing this. This whole thing, the solo drive, the racetracks, chaos, it's all part of a brand I started to inspire people, including myself, to get out there and actually do the things we love. That's what Be Loud is. If you're vibing with that energy, go check out my recent drop at shopbeloud.com. It's a limited run made just for this trip, and yeah, it's been road trip tested.
All right, we got the first fill up of Alabama. What do we got here? Cheapest 93 octane so far. $3.33.
Can't believe we're 11 days in and I haven't told you about the car I'm driving. This is my 2011 E92 M3, the only V8 M3 ever made. Mine's supercharged, probably makes around 600 horsepower, but I've never dynoed it. so I don't know, who knows. I built it to feel like a GT4 car, inspired by the G82 GT3 that races for BMW. I bought it with my life savings at 19, and when I got it, it had 30,000 miles. Now it's about to hit 100K, that's crazy. And honestly, I couldn't have done any of this without you guys watching, so thank you.
You know what time it is. Time for a cold one for the road. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Hey, there we go. Thank you, Red Bull, for giving me wings.
Back on the road now. Mileage is climbing. Map shows a flood warning up ahead. I'm trying to stay in a good mood.
Let's go!
Back to it. Passing trucks. Rain still light for now, but all this green around me feels like a setup for something worse. And it is getting worse.
Alright, now the rain is picking up. It's getting more wet. Like, it's getting pretty heavy.
Rain's building. Wipers on full speed. This is what I signed up for. Kinda. On that note, how far is the next state? Did you like that little rhyme? You know, not bad.
We're on the East Coast officially. Let's go!
Georgia officially the East Coast. It's not the last state on the trip. We got Florida left, but we're officially on the East Coast. Let's go! First Georgia fill up, and we jumped forward an hour. We're officially on the East Coast time zone, which is crazy to think about since I got here driving.
How much you guys think I've spent on gas so far? I haven't kept track at all. Pretty sure I mentioned this earlier. Whoever guesses closest to my total gas bill by the end of the trip gets a shout out, so drop your guesses in the comments. Oh, and shout out to Michelin. These Pilot Sport Cup 2s have been putting in work.
There it is, Atlanta, Georgia.
There it is, Atlanta, Georgia. After 11 days, thousands of miles, and more gas stops than I can count, we were finally rolling into the city.
Yo, we made it to Atlanta, fool.
Skyscrapers in the distance, highways weaving through the trees. It feels like we've reached the next chapter. But this isn't the destination. Not yet. We still got business to handle.
Michelin Road Atlanta Raceway. Let's go. Time to camp. I got my wristband, Michelin Road Atlanta. Dude, I love these late night track vibes. It's so sick. Got the Michelin man over there. I go this way. All hauler trucks, no trucks, cars. Okay, hold on. Let's see where we're going. Full-blown VP Racing gas station. That's really nice. Really, really nice. I guess we can just set up tent somewhere around here and park, or I don't know. This place is sick. You can't see much, but it's very hilly. Time to sleep. Bikini bottom. See you tomorrow morning. I have only 25 days to race on 7 of America's craziest racetracks from California to Florida on one set of tires, and today's day 12.
And today will be the most nail-biting day of the whole challenge so far. If I lose my lap time challenge at today's racetrack, I lose the entire series and go home. The stakes are high.
Welcome to track number 5. This is Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta.
I've been banging these track days out pretty efficiently, so following my routine, I gotta take my tent off the car and empty the entire trunk, which removes about 300 pounds from the vehicle.
If I'm not able to beat a minute 46-second lap time, we fail the entire lap time challenge, and the series is over. So I have to beat that time today. A couple things about this track that we need to make sure we go over. Turn 3 and turn 10A. Turn 3 is a uphill blind right-hand turn that comes out of nowhere. I need to be very careful there, otherwise I'm gonna fly off the track. Turn 10A. This turn is a very hard braking zone right after a 150 mile per hour straight. I need to slow down to about 35 to 40 miles per hour after 150 miles an hour. My brake pads are wearing down thin, so if I'm not able to get that lap time on 1 or 2 or 3 laps, we're done.
Mini Nürburgring, huh? Yeah, kinda felt like it. Tight, fast, blind corners. This track doesn't seem like it messes around. I guess we'll see, won't we?
At the Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta with my Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2s and my Michelin hoodie. We have to lower our Michelin tire pressure.
It's cold outside today. I'm gonna drop these to about 27 pounds. Yeah, I don't think I need to lower this anymore. Okay, let's go to the front. All right, that's 26 in the front. Yeah, that's good too. That's really cold, guys. I had raised this up to like 35 pounds before getting here, and it's just really low. I'm about 27 square all around. We wanna make sure we warm the tires up so we can have maximum grip. Yeah, baby, let's go and set this damn time.
I suited up, cracked the Red Bull to wake the soul a little bit, and got ready to send it.
Welcome to the Be Loud Racing team.
And to make matters worse, I thought this was a chill track day. Turns out it's an open test day with $1 million race cars. Whatever, let's do this shit. Moment of truth, here we go. Turn 1 going up, I didn't know whether to downshift once or twice, but I decided to downshift once and stay in 4th gear. Coming up to turn 3, slowing down enough not to go into the grass led to this fast, like, squiggly part that led me to turn 5. I kind of see where they get Mini Nürburgring from, but I started noticing how slow I was after a prototype car and a fleet of cup cars flew by me as if I was stopped. Felt like I was in a 10-hour race, dude. After turn 6 and 7, we have the fastest part of the track. All I'm thinking about is brakes, please work, brakes, please work, brakes, please work, brakes, please work. 120, 130, 140, 145, and at 148 miles an hour, hard braking down to 48 miles an hour into turn 10A. Almost done with the lap. I just have one last sector. Are we gonna make it? Turn 12, going over the hill, getting confused and completely losing traction. About to fly into pit lane because I thought that was the track, but it continues to the right. You gotta stay flat here, but it's too scary, dude. This is the moment of truth. Are we going bankrupt and going home, or am I going to Florida?
Oh my god! Holy shit! Scary as hell. Coming over that hill was nuts. Wing transfer comes out. The pit lane, it looks like the track. So if you don't keep right, you're going into the pits at 120. Second of all, top speed after that freaking straight, 148 miles an hour. That was so fast. Coming down, brakes all the way down. I was tripping about my pad, but I don't know. Turn 3 is not as bad as I thought. That blind corner that I talked about, not as bad. You slow down, be a little bit careful. You can hug, you can rub that apex on the right, but turn 10A, man, wow. And the hill, I don't even know what turn that is. The last turn, right before the finish line. That was absolutely terrifying. I've never been scared at a track. This one definitely scared the shit out of me. We just smashed that 146, I got a 143. If I could beat a 140, I'm securing my spot in the finale right now. That's a double challenge. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. Low key, I don't know, we'll see. All right, let's go.
All right, final lap of the day. We hit a 143. Now it's time to clean it up and push for sub 140. This one's not about aggression, it's about precision. Drive smoother, brake later, back on throttle earlier. Let's see if this works. Turn 1 again. Last time I hesitated on the downshift, this time I commit. One clean shift into 4th, settle the car, stay planted. Coming up to turn 3, I carry more speed, but keep it tidy, out of the grass, hug the right curb. Through the uphill squiggle, it finally clicks, just go straight up. And then reality check, I got passed again and again. Feels like I'm racing a 10-hour Petit Le Mans.
This track is sick!
But I stay in it, smooth inputs, no ego, keep it clean. Out of turn 7, onto the fastest part of the track again. All I'm thinking is brakes please work, brakes please work, brakes please work. 120, 130, 140, 148 miles an hour, top speed again. Smash the brakes for turn 10A. Almost done. One last sector, turn 12. This is where I almost threw it away last time. This time I'm ready. I'm sideways over the hill again. The car dances underneath me, no hesitation. I don't lift. This is it. Either I break into the 130s or we go home broke. I didn't have a clip on my face for this lap, so we're gonna use the one from last lap.
Let's go!
139.65, baby! Let's go! I love it. Finally something goes according to plan, man.
130! We're going to the finale in Miami, baby!
Well, not quite. Yeah, we broke a minute 40, and that was supposed to lock in my spot at the finale. I'm eligible to go to the series semifinals now, but I'm not making it that easy for myself. I'm not going to give myself a free ticket to win the next track day. I'm giving myself a handicap. A 3-second buffer at my next track. If I finish within 3 seconds of my lap time goal, I'll count it as a win. But to do that, I still have to drive on the absolute limit.
When I did that 143, I'm like, okay, that was pretty simple. And I was like, maybe I could pick up the pace, maybe. I'm like, let's try 140. Try to clean it up. I'm not even pushing hard. I'm just getting a cleaner lap. You know, I'm trying to fix my mistakes. That stupid Mountain Everest over there, coming over that hill, my came out. I was about to fly into the pits and crash and total this car. All right, to celebrate our win today, our double whammy, I want to plug my merch. All right, we got the Be Loud LapTime Express merch. This is so fire. I spent so much time and good effort making this for you guys. You guys can get it at shopbeloud.com. Go check it out. It's really nice and classy.
cream shirts, cream hoodies, navy blue shirts, navy blue hoodies, and a brown suede hat. You know the vibes.
With a successful track day behind me, it was time to put my mobile home and all 300 pounds of gear back onto the race car to turn it back into a camper. If you guys want to turn your race cars into your own campers, I left details on this Tentbox in the description down below. Check it out.
And that's that, baby. Track 5 is done. Michelin Road Atlanta. We smashed that lap time record. I beat it twice. Let's see how we do at Sebring. And today we're going at Orlando.
You heard that right. Now I've got a long 7-hour drive down to Orlando, which is in the state of Florida. The final state of the LapTime Express. I can't believe I just uttered those words, dude. It feels unreal having gone through everything we have so far together. Dare I say I miss it already, but you know what? It's not finished just yet. We still have potentially 2 more ego-destructive racetracks and another 800 miles driving south through the beautiful Georgia greens, pretty scenery, and hopefully well-paved roads.
We got an Atlanta fill-up before we go to Orlando. What do we got? 93 octane is $4.20. That is not cheap. That's a whack shit. Time for chat and B-roll.
Every time I stop for gas, I take this little moment of reflection for myself to soak in the whole experience because, you know, God knows when I'm gonna do something like this again. So just as a reminder to myself and to you watching, be loud in everything you do. Chase your passions and live in the moment as much as you can, dude, honestly.
Homie wanted a photo of the car. Let's do like this. I'm trying to get the sun. The lighting's kind of... Yeah, that's fire. Thank you, sir. Yeah, we just came from the racetrack. Yes, sir. Wow. Y'all got Red Bull here? Essentials. Thank you, Red Bull, for giving me wings. There's good people out here. Shout out Georgia. Yo, so see that 900.6 on the bottom, 0.7 on the bottom? We just crossed the 5,000 mile mark of this trip. 5,000 miles on this race car. What the f? I did that shit in 12 days. Show me somebody on YouTube living out of their car and racing on it on track. That's not on some like cocky stuff. That's just like the level of stuff we're trying to do for you guys to keep you entertained. This is what I live for. Subscribe to my channel, man. This is some cool stuff we're doing. I want to do only more, better and better and better stuff. And get some merch, man. Shopbeloud.com. That's some dope pieces for you guys.
Man, 5,000 miles deep, still moving, now crawling through Atlanta traffic. We left LA traffic weeks ago and somehow ended up right back in it. But the traffic wasn't the problem. Something happened to the car. I didn't notice at the time, no sound, no warning, but the next time I got out of the car, there was a new problem waiting for me.
That's nasty. Bird emptied the bowels on my windshield. That's a nasty thing. Holy sh**. What? Where's the grill? Okay, what? That's weird. Okay, look, grill's missing. This is offset, pushed in. Did I hit something? That's the radiator. Radiator's all right. Whoa, this grill's loose too. Whoa. I was about to lose this one. Something hit the front end. Because look, this slipped out. Whoa, what happened, dude? This is whack. I don't know what happened. This is a little bit concerning now because something hit the front end of the car. I didn't notice anything if it hit the front end. All right, guys. Well, I guess that adds character. I don't know. Do I look for a Facebook Marketplace grill? I guess, is that a side quest? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see right now.
With my new souvenir, I stopped inside Buc-ee's for a quick bathroom break, and then my allergies kicked in from that blazing sun, and I hit the road again. Didn't even need gas, but I pulled over anyway, mostly to clean the bird crap off my windshield and take another look at that missing grill from a different lighting. And honestly, it looks kinda good. Gives the car some character, feels like a proper battle-worn champion. Classic hero's journey stuff, you know, like Odysseus and the Odyssey. You guys read that book? And let's be real, out of all the things that could have gone wrong, a cracked bumper and a missing grill, not that bad. And just like that, we're back on the road.
There it is.
Then it happened. The sign, the state, Florida.
Yeah! Let's go!
From LA traffic to mountain passes, from racetracks to rest stops, every mile, every loss, every win, all of it led here, the final state, the final stretch. This is the LapTime Express, and this is Florida.
Let's go! I'm hopping this shit, I don't even care. Ah! Let's go! Oops. We made it to Florida, baby!
Florida, man. State number 10, the final one. Everything we've done led to this moment. Just a 23-year-old kid with a dream, driving across the country in a garage-built track car, trying to make something out of all of it. Kinda wild we made it this far, but we're not done yet. Next track is the semifinals, and if I lose there, all this hype gets cut short. So yeah, it's real now.
First fill up in Florida. It's dark outside, and the gas price for 93 is $4.20. So no more cheap anymore. Really brief. I just filled the full tank. Okay, this car, when I filled the full tank, it starts idling. Look, it's idling weird, really weird. Starts shaking, idling weird. Someone tell me what that is. I think I asked this before, but somebody tell me what that is so I can get it sorted. It's honestly been the only issue I've had with the car on this trip so far. It's probably a air and fuel related breathing issue. Might be a fuel breather valve underneath the plenum, but somebody let me know. Okay, it starts idling weird. It stalls every time. I'd be surprised if it doesn't stall right now. Someone tell me what that is, yeah, please. Well, I made it to Orlando and doing laundry. Yeah, it was a long drive. I'm glad I'm here finally. I can't believe I'm in Florida. This is the last state. Tomorrow I gotta because I don't want to go. So tomorrow we'll try to see you tomorrow.
It was finally time for pancakes.
My current goal for the day is to find a new set of grills because if you remember yesterday we left Road Atlanta, something smashed into my front bumper and cracked it, and one of my grills flew off of the car. So today we're going to try to find a new set of grills after I eat my breakfast.
With 2 more track days and a few hundred tough miles still ahead, that missing grill isn't just cosmetic. It opens up a direct shot to my radiator and coolers, which means one flying rock or chunk of tire rubber could punch through and break the car. We don't want that.
So I've been messaging a bunch of people. There's one guy that said that he's available in Tampa, which I'll drive to Tampa. It's like an hour and a half away to get a set of grills, but he's not responding now. This guy's in Miami, so I'm just waiting for somebody to respond. I'll go pick up a set, and in the meantime, I gotta try to figure out what I'm doing today to kill some time.
After getting some food earlier and editing yesterday's video, I went driving around Orlando to see the city a bit. And now that having a modified exhaust is totally legal in Florida, I let my car sing a little bit. I'm having a really good time, and I hope you are too watching from home. All these sights, these scenes, it keeps reminding me of the mantra I go by: be loud in everything you do. I started a brand about embracing what you love doing, and if you resonate with that message, go grab some gear at shopbeloud.com.
Welcome to Florida, baby. Downshift. Ooh, beautiful.
Then I had a good idea. I decided to pull into a parking lot and try to see if I can find a couple shops that might have my grills today, instead of waiting for someone on Facebook to respond.
Thank you for calling Willow. How can I help you?
Hi, parts, please.
One moment.
They proceeded to put me on a 13-minute hold, so I figured the parts department was closed. Fail number 1. This next shop was a dedicated BMW performance shop in Central Florida, so if someone was gonna have it, it was gonna be them.
Hey, I was told to call you guys. I got a question. Do you guys carry E92 M3 BMW front grills?
Grills? We don't sell the grills.
Oh, you don't sell grills?
No.
All right, thank you.
No one had it, man. Dealerships not answering. Euro shops, nope. Facebook Marketplace, ghosted.
Oh, man. I don't want to go on track without a grill. I might have to. I don't think I'm going to find anything.
For the next 35 minutes, I tried calling every possible shop that had even a 1% chance of having a set of grills. Junkyards, mechanic shops, private dealers, retail stores, you name it. Nothing, bro, nothing. I got nothing. I was running out of options and time. We've got 2 track days left, hundreds of miles still to go, and no grill means rocks, debris, rubber. All of it gets flung straight into the radiator. That could be catastrophic engine damage. This next place, I'm calling a so-called BMW specialist. If they don't have it, I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do.
Hey, how's it going, man? I was told to give you guys a call. Want to know if you guys have any BMW E92 M3 front kidney grills.
Kidney grills? That's a good one. Let's give me 1 second.
Oh, okay.
What year is it?
It's 11.
The gentleman collected more details for my car to see if they had anything in stock and saved the day.
M3, there we go.
But then you guessed it.
Grill?
Yes.
So we would not have any body parts available?
The words not and available. Man, It's become the well-earned catchphrase of the day. I couldn't believe it, honestly. No one had it. But check this out. While I'm sitting in the car making all these calls, I look up and there's a sim racing arcade literally right in front of me. I had no idea. So I'm thinking, okay, I might not be able to fix the car right now, but I can at least sharpen my driving skills for the next track day. And who knows, maybe some sim time will give me the edge I need if the car is falling apart.
We're gonna do some sim racing today.
I walked up to the front desk to buy my ticket and headed over to look for the sim chairs.
Whoa, that's cool.
Why am I a bit nervous? The rig they have here is set up as a GT car. Speakers on both sides of my head, 3 pedals like in a real manual car. But they set me up on what looked like a Formula car and what sounded like it had a V10 in it. I'm racing on the Watkins Glen Boot Classic racetrack. I took a very professional photo. Just like that, it's time to drive. But one-handed because I gotta record the video. Here we go, Ferrari F2004 V10 and Watkins Glen. Let's see what happens.
And it's lights out and away we go!
First thing off the bat, driving with one hand is way harder than I thought it was gonna be. Also, the car in front of me is being piloted by the guy to my left, with both of his hands on the steering wheel. So my current objective is to beat his ass one-handed. Even with one hand, I'm noticing the sim is also really good at simulating oversteer. So if I get on the throttle too early out of a corner, I lose the rear end. Alright, the session's not gonna go on forever. I gotta pass him now or never.
Look at a one-handed overtake.
I held first place for a second, then he got past me and the session ended. Bruh. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna level the playing field and try again.
Alright, my goal is gonna be to try to beat a minute and 33 seconds one-handed. Let's see if I can do it.
Right back into another hot lap. I'm only giving myself this push to see if I can beat that lap time. Otherwise, I have to leave here knowing I failed finding today's grills and on the sim. Alright, lights out. Let's go. First right-hand turn, I have to use my right hand to downshift with the left paddle and use the outside of my hand to force the steering wheel right.
This is so hard.
All the time that I lose on the rights, I try to make back on the lefts. If I don't hit a wall or go off track, I should be able to do it. Keep it clean, keep it clean, keep it clean. Notice on all the hard braking, the ABS kicks in, the steering wheel starts shaking like crazy. My right hand is holding on for dear life.
You see the hand movement?
Downshifts memorized. 4 downshifts off the straight. 2 downshifts on the left. Smooth throttle back into that sector. Don't spin out. This is it. Final sector. My hand's burning in pain. Try my best not to screw this up. Did I make it? That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
Ooh, nasty. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. That was sick, low-key. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. We beat that goal, baby. Everybody over here is looking at me like, why is this guy recording and talking to himself?
Can't really defend you there, buddy. You are of the strange kind. But on that bombshell, I left the sim arcade. Seems like I'm still there mentally. But yeah, at least we beat one of our few goals today. Now it's time to grab some food because I am very hungry. So let's drive through the night lights of Orlando and get some dinner. And well, we got a new problem. My oil level has dropped a significant amount. This might not seem like a big deal, but it is. 2,000 miles after our Coda oil change, the car's burning oil. I guess I gotta not only find a new set of grills, but now find more oil for this car before the next track day, which is in just a couple of short hours. But please, first, let me just eat my dinner and end my night. I'm genuinely tired, bro. My eyes hurt from that screen too, low-key. Ugh.
Proper big gourmand Michelin dinner.
Take a slice, take a slice.
Food was good, but today was an epic fail. We didn't find our grills. Tomorrow the search continues, so stay tuned.
He said, stay tuned. I'm cooked, guys.
So stay tuned for tomorrow. You're not going to want to miss it. I'll see you tomorrow. So we're leaving Orlando today and we have a big problem. The car is burning more and more oil. So let me explain why that's a big problem. This is the BMW S65 V8. Naturally aspirated, it has a catastrophic failure point at the rod bearings. If there is not enough lubrication from the oil, the bearings weld themselves to the rod and it blows a hole in the block and explodes. Here's problem number 2. This engine is not naturally aspirated anymore. It's supercharged. There's a lot more power that this engine is expected to output. So if I'm burning oil and I have less and less oil as I continue on this trip, there's a much higher chance that I'm gonna blow my engine. So my only goal for today is to get more oil.
Greg, I don't get it. Why are you making such a big deal about finding a couple quarts of oil? Just go to like AutoZone or something. Well, also Greg, let me break it down for you. My M3 runs on 10W60, a super thick, high performance oil made for high revving engines. You can't just walk into a corner gas station and grab it off the shelf. And since I've got another track day tomorrow, I can't afford to be a quart low. This isn't just oil, it's survival. And you definitely shouldn't be doing that.
So I'm gonna call a bunch of these shops, see if they have oil. I highly doubt it, it's a specific oil, but I'm just gonna try. Hey, how's it going, man? Do you guys have Mobil 1 10W60 oil?
You have Mobil 1 10W60?
Yeah.
I waited a bit till he gave me an answer, and then he gave me our well-expected answer.
Unfortunately, it's out of stock in.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you. No problem, man. Thank you.
No problem. Have a nice night.
All right, you too. Bye.
The hunt begins. I called shop after shop, mechanic shops, auto parts stores, motorsport, anything that crossed my mind that might have a quart of oil. All in the meanwhile, my sandwich was getting cold. It was my mission to find every last drop of 1060 in Central Florida. And just as I was about to give up, I got a little bit of hope.
So this shop, Precision Sport Industries, they said that they have it. We'll go check it out. I want to see if they have it. If they do, they saved my life, and it's the best thing ever.
After I ate my now cold sandwich, I headed out. I learned not to get my hopes up. Things don't always go my way. But honestly, I wouldn't be doing this drive if I didn't love what I do. That's what my movement Be Loud is about. Doing what you're built for, even when no one gets it. I dropped an apparel line around that mindset just for this trip, and if you're vibing with it, grab yours at shopbeloud.com.
Looks like we're in the right place. Yes.
If right place translates to BMW heaven, then yes, absolutely you're in the right place. Look at this BMW E91 M3 wagon. It's literally the same as my car, but the wagon version, but this is handmade. Never existed from the factory, so someone literally made this from the ground up.
Fire orange E91 M3 wagon.
Nah, that's nuts. Okay, enough with the distractions. You getting our oil or what? Our viewers don't have all day. Oh wait, no, you can't get the oil because now we have a new problem.
Well, we drove all the way out here. Really nice car, but wrong store. We went to the wrong PSI. The other one's like a half-hour drive, so we'll go pick up the oil from there.
It wasn't like a half-hour drive, it was like an hour because the traffic sucked. But yeah, we are here. This PSI location also had a bunch of cool cars. 992 GT3 RS, what looked like an M4 GT4 on the lift, Huracan Storado with a less cool roof rack than mine.
I think mine's better though. Yes, absolutely. Let's pick up that oil, yeah?
Of course, a bunch of BMWs, and just like that, guys.
Oh, we got new oil. Yeah. So we'll be okay. And we will not have an engine problem. Let's go. You know what's ironic? Let me show you something. I didn't fill up, I didn't do anything. My oil is back to maximum level. So you know what that means? These stupid sensors on these old cars are not accurate. So I don't even know if I've been burning oil the whole time. But hey, ironic, right? Because I went and I got the oil, and now guess what? It's full. Woo! Ay, BMW. But it's been very reliable so far, on a real note. I'm very happy about that. If you're thinking about getting E92 M3, get one. It's the sickest car ever.
And while I'm yapping to the camera about how reliable this thing is, I ran out of gas. Classic.
All right. What do we got? 56.54. $3.80 per gallon. Not cheap, but it's 93, so that's good.
This whole trip's been about pushing limits of the car, of myself, and sometimes of my gas gauge.
On the road again. Yeah, here we go on the road again. I'm losing my mind because this day's been really long again.
The sun's going down over Florida, and I've got a few more hours before I reach our next racetrack. The 6th stop on this 6,000-mile roller coaster. It's been chaos, blown motors, missed goals, surprise wins, and somehow we're still alive in this.
We've driven a total of 5,621 miles. That is enough to go to the East Coast from LA and back.
But tomorrow, everything changes. While I seem to be goofing off, we have to remember that our next racetrack is the semifinals. And if I lose tomorrow, that's it. And I go home with a bankrupt bank account, a missing grill, and a bruised ego. So yeah, no pressure. And the next one might just be the hardest yet.
To a place I've Sebring, fool! That's right! So sick! I can't believe we're here. I cannot believe we're here.
After a long day of oil runs, gas station pit stops, and one of the prettiest drives of this trip, Sebring International Raceway, I'm finally here. The place is silent now, but tomorrow this old school racetrack becomes my next battlefield.
I'm trying to figure out where to set up camp. I'm gonna try to be closest to the registration desk. A couple people getting here now. Yo, we're at Sebring, bro. That's so sick. It's so sick. Sorry, I'm whispering. People are asleep next to me. That guy's asleep. That guy's asleep. This guy's asleep. That guy's asleep. Everybody's asleep. Yeah, we're gonna put the tent up. We're gonna camp here and get on track with my missing grill because I couldn't find one. Let's put the tent up. The tent is up. It's time to sleep. I'll see you guys tomorrow on track. Good night.
Today, I'll be taking an instructor lap just to survive the track. I'll be dodging traffic with zero clean air to push, and I'll be risking everything on one final all-out lap.
I'm giving myself only a 3-second bonus on my lap time today. My lap time goal for the day is 2 minutes and 35.5 seconds. That means 2 minutes and 38.5 seconds is what it's gonna take for me to beat today's challenge.
But if I fail today, the whole series is over and that giveaway cash prize gets given to one of you.
Welcome to track number 6. This is Sebring International Raceway in Florida. This is the semifinal.
Alright, time to lock in. Our target today, 2 minutes, 35.5 seconds. But remember, I gave myself a 3-second buffer. So anything under 2 minutes, 38.5 seconds, we live to fight in Miami.
Let's boogie!
I drank my Red Bull and rolled out for my warm-up lap with Victor, one of Chin Track Day's instructors. His job helped me get familiar with Sebring's legendary layout. My job, absorb every inch of this place. This was a point-buy session, which means I can't pass unless they let me. And the more I get stuck behind people, the slower my lap time was gonna be. There was no more waiting. Traffic, nerves, noise, it all disappears now. Here we go, baby. This is the semifinals. Bunch of traffic on the front straight, but we're flying right by them. Coming into turn 1, I have to place my car directly under that 0 above the track. I missed it. Going into turn 2, always remember, guys, be loud in everything you do. Chase your passions just how I am. Greg, smash on those brakes. If you're chasing your dream full throttle, wear the message and go get some gear at shopbeloud.com. Limited drop, go get it. We're coming up on traffic fast. That Porsche came in, better get out of my way. If he doesn't notice me behind him and let me pass, I can lose this whole thing. Move, fool! Flying past these next few cars, I had a gap to close coming up to the next batch of cars. Time to push, baby! Now we're flying, pushing through segment 9, getting ready for that back straight. My speedo is climbing. 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 139. Brake! Caught up to more traffic at the end of the lap. I can't wait for permission. It's now or never. Push to the end. What do we got? That's what I'm talking about, baby. Lewis Hamilton, who? We're 3-3 now, man. Came back from a 3-1 loss. But let's address something really quick. My driving line was dog shit. This track had the most traffic out of all the other tracks by far. And I was held up behind this Porsche Cayman, Toyota Supra, and this cluster jam of people coming towards the end. This definitely slowed me down a few seconds, but if I had more space to push, I'm confident that I could have easily shaved at least 5 seconds off my time driving both with a little bit more practice on the driving line and with a more vacant track.
We got it! We're going to Miami, baby! Let's go! 238.42. I was 0.08 seconds away from losing this shit. Brakes felt good. That's so sick, man. If I didn't have that bonus at Road Atlanta, I didn't make it.
And just like that, the rooftop tent goes back on the car.
Let's go to Miami!
Leaving the semifinals with a huge clutch win at Sebring, we're still in this fight. That makes it 3 wins, 3 losses, tied. 1 track left, the finale.
Goodbye, Sebring, and hello, Miami.
So I started driving south, deeper into Florida. The weather, tropical. The roads, surrounded by palm trees and jungle green. And me, I was feeling it, like you can hear in this clip.
We are going to Miami. Miami, Miami, Miami.
And then the moment hit. The map zooms out and there it was, the Florida Peninsula. We had actually driven the entire freaking country, coast to coast, no trailers, no shortcuts.
We're going to Miami. We drove the entire country.
It's been thousands of miles, crazy hot laps, some wins, some heartbreaks, pouring rain, flat tires, blowing motors, and the wildest people along the way. And now, with South Florida city signs flying past the window and the humidity turning the car into a sauna, I had to change really quick. But together, finally we made it. Welcome to Miami, Florida. This is the final stop on the LapTime Express.
We made it.
Today's day 16, and we're going on iHeart Miami. And I just got a call that changes everything. Today, I get invited to speak to millions on one of the biggest radio stations in the country. We scramble to rescue our impounded camera car, and just when I least expect it, something from my past shows up that I'll never forget. Welcome to iHeart Radio. The biggest radio network in the country wanted me mid-challenge to go live on air and talk about this insane journey. So before we hit our final track, I stepped into the studio, and that's when the man himself walked in.
You loud?
Yes, sir.
Is that your brand?
That is my brand.
Fucking hey, man, this guy's killing.
This is Paul Castronova, a South Florida radio legend. He's been waking people up on air for over 40 years, and with an estimated 200 million total listener impressions, he's basically the voice of Miami mornings. He's interviewed anyone from A-list celebrities to championship athletes, and today that voice is talking about us.
How did we, Mike? How did you guys touch base?
I just found him on Instagram.
You showed up that you happen to be here.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I told him that I'm going to be here on the 14th. Week of
That's
14th.
awesome, man.
I'm sitting down with Paul, Mike, and Heather. And from the jump, Mike's already talking about how he found me on Instagram, you know, as the guy who makes car sounds with his mouth. If you're new here, yes, the beginnings of my social media career was making car sounds vocally. Now that the camera's behind Mike, look at this soundboard, bro. You could probably launch a rocket with it. Anyways, they had me a paper towel roll, and if you don't know the context, in 2023 my page blew up from making videos every day with a paper towel roll like this.
I want to say this about I haven't heard you do your car sounds in person yet.
Yeah.
But you have a great voice.
People start sounding cars. Okay, then they get their tongue involved. Oh, okay, that sounds like something. What does that sound similar to? Oh, okay, it's a BMW.
What is the hottest car out there for you to do?
Ask a different country, they'll give you a different answer.
Oh.
Yeah. So, like, go down to Australia, they like their Ford Barra motors, 4-liter, what is it, turbo inline 6. So
That gets them every time. Wait till you see the reactions whenever I make the Formula 1 car noises.
So I started with the Lamborghini Huracan, and then I have my falsetto kick in.
You're pulling to the pit.
I just want to listen to it all day.
Yeah, this is the rest of the show.
One more car sound before we head out, but there was a big problem waiting for me. I just didn't know it yet.
Yeah, no, it didn't sound that cool.
Exactly right.
Mr. Car Sounds, thanks a lot, man. We got a haul ass. Come back anytime.
Now, as a re-engagement for you guys, my other car got towed, so yeah, let's go figure that one out.
Let me give you guys some context. I parked the camera car overnight at a Walmart with no visible no parking signs. It looked fine, but I guess there was one at the entrance that everyone misses. Now it's been towed. And here's the real kicker. I prepped everything for this trip except updating my plates. I might not be getting this car back.
So we need to get registration for this car. And I don't have any. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I can maybe get a copy from the DMV, but it's not likely. So yeah. This is the I'm dealing with right now.
Quick tip in case your car ever gets impounded in South Florida. They usually ask for 3 things: your ID, registration, and about 300 bucks. I had 2.5 out of those 3 things. I had my ID, I had the cash, but my vehicle registration was expired. Technically, I did renew it before the trip, but I never got the new tags. And I had no proof. So I called the bank I leased the car through, hoping they could authorize the release without it. But yeah, here's how that went.
Also, your VIN, I cannot photograph this. Is this already paid off?
No, it's a lease. What? But what is it? What is the form? What does it mean? I have no problem. It's just like I was genuinely hopeless. My car was very important, and the more it sat in that lot, the more I was gonna have to get charged hundreds of dollars a day for storage. I had no solution, but as a Hail Mary, I went on the California DMV website to try to see if I could get a digital copy of my registration. And after 2 hours of sitting in that unair-conditioned hole playing pocket billiards, I got it. Okay, anything else? Alright, we got it. Exit secured, bro. Holy shit. Alright, time for breakfast.
Since we accomplished the mission successfully, we got the car back. Check out my merch. This is the Be Loud LapTime Express merch. Really nice brown suede hat, navy blue shirt, cream shirt, hoodies. Go to shopbeloud.com. Get your gear.
After everything with the impound yard, the arguing, waiting, absolute nonsense, I was in a bad mood, like in a really bad mood. But then I remembered something. At the very beginning of this trip, 2 of my childhood best friends made a promise. They said, if you actually make it to Miami, we'll be there. And right now, that moment is real. They land at Miami International in 30 minutes.
Oh, good. Alright, one of you with me, one of you with the other one. Yo! What's up, bro? What's up?
I made it, dude, and so did they. My 2 best friends who've been there since the start just touched down in Miami. You guys remember Armin from episode 1 and 2? He came karting and then Chuckwalla on the second day. There's nothing like seeing the people who've been with you since day 1 standing there, grinning like idiots at the pickup area. But this trip isn't over just yet. First stop, a warehouse on the edge of the city. A little sketchy, very sideways. Welcome to Miami's underground RC drift scene.
We're at an RC drift track.
Look at that.
This is sick. I've never been to an RC drift track. Cool little side quest before we head to the finale. We're at our homie Kobe. He brought his planes. So look, he's flying these in this building. Imagine flying inside. I'm gonna whip his, he just got new tires. We're gonna whip his naked setup, carbon fiber frame.
Oh yeah, we're going hard in the paint tonight. And goodbye.
No way.
Yeah, take it.
No way. All right, swap.
All right, here we go. We're gonna do a little swap.
So what's your brake technique?
Don't ask me. Do not ask me, bro. Please don't ask me.
Okay, all right. Is there a reverse? Yeah, there is. It's hard. Yeah, this is really hard. I see the appeal. I definitely see the appeal here. And apparently there's a really good track in LA.
Before we packed up, one of the guys came over, said he'd been hearing about the car all night and wanted a closer look. I popped the hood and let the M3 tell the story.
Wow. Yes, sir. We drove this from LA.
From LA.
That's right.
Full track car.
Yes, sir.
You drove a car with a bucket seat from LA.
Yes, sir.
You're crazy.
Here, check this out.
How much are you making? If you don't mind me asking.
No, I don't mind you asking. I don't know. To be honest, it should be like somewhere in the mid 500s. Okay. 500 to 600 horsepower. All right, we got to fill up with Mr. Alex. Yeah. Bonus guest for our gas station stop. $3.62 for 93.
Not the cheapest, but way better than $5.80 in California. Let's fill it up.
Filling up, same B-roll as always. The car, the pump, the glow of the street lights. A shout out to Michelin for hooking me up with these amazing tires. Except this time, it's different. This time, it's with my two best friends. I got in the shot with them. This was a big moment to remember. We're not done just yet, but their arrival meant the beginning of the end to me. And somehow, that makes it all feel a little bit more complete.
Alex is driving the boat. That means I get to enjoy my drink in peace. Thank you very much.
Of course. Drink that beautiful RedBull.
Thank you very much. Today's day 17. We're in Miami, and this is motorsport heaven.
Today we tour a $1 billion motorsport garage, compare my voice to a real F2 car, rip through the streets in a not-so-street legal Ferrari race car, and fly gas-powered RC planes with a two-time national champion.
Alright, we're at Onsa Motorsports, courtesy of Mr. Kobe. Shout out Mr. Kobe again. And we're gonna take a tour of some fun stuff, huh?
Yeah, you drive 5,000 miles. Least I can do is bring you to some cool spots here in Miami.
Hey, we appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Alright, let's do it. Look at the going. Look at the going. This is so sick. Okay, I wasn't expecting this.
Welcome to Onsa Motorsport. We thought this was the showroom, and if it was, it would already be one of the craziest collections we've ever seen. Aston Martin Valkyrie LMR Pro, a pristine BMW 3.0 CSL, a V8 Alfa Romeo F1 car, Mercedes Going sitting like it just rolled off a movie set, and a bunch of historic sick cars. This was not a museum. These cars all run. They don't just run. They race on track. We step through the next door, and it's like stepping into a motorsport fever dream. A full-blown Formula 2 car just sitting there on the floor. Super Trofeo Lamborghinis, DTM monsters, privately owned retired Formula 1 cars. Every single car hits the track at least once a month here. These are not just garage queens, they're gladiators, dude.
This is ridiculous.
The Audi actually won DTM, and he had that crazy wide body kit back in the days with the big engines.
This is a little bit too much to take in, bro.
The Formula 2 car, DRS.
Yes, DRS. Look at that.
Amazing, right?
A little bit too much to take in. Sorry, guys. I'm a little bit
overwhelmed.
Yeah, a little bit overwhelmed.
Hell yeah, it was. But now everyone set my next mission. Try to vocally replicate the actual sounds these machines make. That's when I wandered into the back and stumbled across a V8 Lotus F1 car.
Wow. So what is this beautiful contraption over here? Milwaukee set up. It's a leaf blower. It blows. Let's check it out. It's so loud.
Alright, now it's time. Let's see how close I can get.
F2, this is what it sounds like. Very similar to the new F1s. I think this one sounds even more rowdy. 5.2 liter V10. This is one of the best sounding cars here. So they want to start it and have me replicate the sound vocally. Let's hear this.
This is no street car. It's a Huracan Super Trofeo Evo, a purpose-built 5.2 liter V10 race car with a high compression odd firing engine, full aero, and a Capristo race exhaust straight from Italy. The guy starting it up, Mr. Alan, he owns Onsa, and he told me straight up, he wanted to see if I was a scam or if my voice could turn into a Huracan myself.
Okay, you want to hear it with my voice? You want to hear it?
Now that we heard it in the garage, Onsa had a challenge for me, a real one. They wanted to see if I could actually do it, not in a quiet room, not off memory, but live, at speed. Two monsters, a V10 Huracan and a twin-turbo V8 Ferrari F8 Tributo. My task was to ride them both back to back and recreate their sounds in real time vocally. Enrique was listening, and if I passed, he'd unlock something wild. He let me sit in a surprise car hidden in the back of the shop. I'd only be allowed to ride in if my vocals were accurate enough to earn it. First car, Lamborghini Huracan.
So we're gonna compare the sound of my voice to the Huracan.
And if you're enjoying the content so far, merch is live now at shopbeloud.com.
We're with Enrique, and we're going for a spin.
Sitting passenger in the Huracan, this was my one shot to feel the sound in real life. No YouTube videos, no guesswork, just me and a chance to learn the V10. Now my turn. Time to become the Huracan.
And then launch control.
No, else they will spin. They will spin. That's freaking awesome. I love it.
Next up, the F8 Tributo, a totally different beast. Twin turbo flat plane Ferrari V8, smoother, quieter, whistles, high under boost. Let's hear what this thing really sounds like in the car.
It feels definitely faster, yeah, more torque. It's quick, and you hear a lot of turbo noise. You hear that blow off from the turbo.
Kind of underwhelming, but alright, now it's my turn. Let's see if Henrique thinks I'm close enough to unlock the surprise car.
That's obviously not stock, but
That's a better version.
That's a better version.
Let's take the better version out.
Let's
No,
take
I
the
think
better.
we should take
Let's cut to the better version. Race car.
Introducing the Ferrari 488 Challenge Evo, a purpose-built factory Ferrari race car. This is the evolved version of the car I trained in back in Vegas during episode 4. Go watch that if you haven't. And now I get to see and hear what it's like in the wild. What a beast! Now, can I even come close to sounding like this thing?
Let's try to mimic that.
Let's do it.
Massive shout out to Billionaires Miami for letting us take some of their wildest cars out to play today. They're one of the most exclusive car rental groups in the city. Check them out in the description if you're ever down here. But before we wrap the day, I need to refuel. Because up next we're flying gas-powered competition RC planes that are literally bigger than I am. These things aren't toys, they're thousands of dollars in the air, and one wrong move could end in total destruction.
Look at this size of this plane, ladies and gentlemen. This is I'm trying to get a scale. Alex, hold the phone real quick. You're recorded. You don't need to lay down, dude. Why are you laying down? Hold the phone. This is the size. Okay. Look in here. I can't. Like. Yeah, this is dope, dude. We got the fuel bottles, fuel tanks. Nope. Carbon fiber rigidity. It's a full fiberglass body.
Oh, by the way, let me formally introduce one of the chillest chillers on this whole trip, Mr. Kobe Canton.
Hey, yo!
You've seen him floating through these videos like he's just here for the vibes, but beneath the blonde hair and laid-back energy is a two-time US national RC flying champion with over 10,000 hours on the flight sim. He flies 10-foot gas-powered planes like they owe him money. Now it's time to watch him go full beast mode and do things in the air that physics should have canceled.
So Cobe's gonna let me fly the Trojan. He's taking it up all the way. It's also a massive plane, so yeah. I've flown before, nothing crazy, but yeah, he's gonna take it up and we're gonna see what we can do. Hopefully we have no incidents.
All right, your plane.
All right, let's go.
Flying Kobe's plane was one of those full circle moments, from screaming car sounds in my room to actually doing this. It's wild how far we've come. Big thank you to Mobil One, our official longevity and maintenance partner, for helping me preserve my engine through 6,000 plus miles of abuse and keeping us out on the road. And to Michelin, our official tire partner, your Pilot Sport Cup 2s didn't just get us here. They let us race here, 6 tracks down, all on the same set. Competitive lap times, no excuses, and now it all comes down to tomorrow. One final track, one final chance, the finale.
Yo, what a day, huh? This whole trip, guys, comes down to tomorrow. Tomorrow's the finale, 7th track day. We've driven all the miles. I can't believe this, and I'm tripping out low-key. Tune in for the last episode tomorrow. It's the finale. I'll see you on track.
Good night.
In the past 18 days, I raced my 600 horsepower house across America on 6 of the country's deadliest racetracks. The rules were simple: beat 4 out of the 7 lap times I've set for myself, do it on a single set of tires, and finish in under 25 days. And it all comes down to this episode. My track score is locked at 3-3, and for the finale, a pro race car driver will set the final target lap time driving my car. I come face to face with my dream car that revs up to 20,000 RPM. And by the end, I'll go head to head against the pro in a final time attack battle that will decide the fate of the entire series.
We're at Homestead Speedway, Miami. This is the finale of the entire series. We're well within 25 days, and I have a bunch of tire left.
To introduce us to the track, meet today's pro driver, Enrique Bautista. A Formula 3 driver in Europe, Indy Lights veteran in the United States, active in both Super Trofeo and Porsche Carrera Cup. He's deeply connected in the Brazilian and European motorsport scene, and today, he's the one I have to beat. Whoever sets the fastest lap by the end of today wins the entire series. By sundown, only 1 lap counts, and the fastest driver walks away with the crown. But here's the twist: that final lap, it might not be on the track you're expecting.
Whoa! Thank you. Okay. Awesome.
Enrique has the keys. This is it. Everything comes down to the benchmark. Whatever time Enrique sets, that's the lap time target I have to beat, and he's not holding back. Alright, Enrique's going out for his first lap of the day. No warm-up, 1 shot. This is the only advantage I gave myself. And just like that, right in front of us, the Cup car goes off into the grass. Enrique, stone cold. 2 downshifts into turn 1, already on the edge, using every inch of the track, back on the throttle early in segment 3, no hesitation. Just so you remember, if I don't beat his lap time, I have to give away 25% of all the ad revenue from this entire series. Clues on how to enter the giveaway are hidden in every episode, so you gotta watch it all to know how to enter. Now, inside straight, 107 miles an hour. Hard brake, down to 39. You're watching a pro wring my car's neck, and I still have to top this. Segment 5, 117 miles an hour into the hairpin, down to 2nd gear, 29 miles an hour, straight into the bowl, no margin left. Final section, he hits the curbs hard, final push. That was the lap. Now let's get out of the car and find out how quick he did it and how much trouble I'm in.
His driving is phenomenal. Okay, let me show you this Garmin. You want to know the lap time that we have to beat? A 147.6. But there's an asterisk. He was 5 seconds faster on the 2nd lap, but he didn't complete it. So my target lap time to beat for the entire series is 1 minute and 47 seconds, 0.60.
Enrique just dropped a 1 minute 47.6. That's the number I've gotta beat. Red Bull heard how serious things were getting, so they pulled up, cold cans in hand. Big thanks to Red Bull for giving me wings. I definitely need that extra boost before going out on the most important lap of my life. I stood there for a second longer than usual, not because I was scared, but because I knew this isn't just a lap. This is the final chapter in something way bigger than just racing. This car took me 6,000 miles across the country. I slept in it, I broke it, I fixed it, I bled for this lap. Enrique gives me some last minute advice, but he knows nobody else can drive this lap but me.
It's now or it's never. Wish me luck, I need all of it. Who's winning that cash prize, or am I keeping all the money? Okay, ready?
Speed. I am speed. 7 tracks, 1 winner, 1 loser. I am not gonna be that loser today. Speed. Faster than fast, quicker than quick. Welcome to the finale of the LapTime Express. It didn't feel like the start of a lap. It felt like the last page of a book I've been writing since the day we left California. I threw it into turn 1 at 100 miles an hour, clipped the inside curb like it owed me something. I wasn't racing anyone but myself. back on throttle with urgency. Oil temps were creeping, car was getting hot, I felt myself sweating. Coming out of turn 5, I had the speed, 110 miles an hour before the right-hander. I missed the apex at turn 6, but flying into the straight, closing in on turn 8. 90, 100, 110, 119, then a perfectly hard brake. Even Henrique was impressed. Back on the gas, closing the lap in, I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, cars singing off the wall of the track. Entering turn 10, I made a huge mistake and turned in too early. Lost lap time and momentum there, but I gotta finish strong. I'm within margins of Henrique's time. Final sector, keep it clean. This is it. Everything leads to this. What did I get?
That was really good lap. I'm happy with 144. That's great. Yo, 144, baby. 144. All right.
That was awesome. Coach got at 147, and I promise he was driving on his limit. I got a 144, but let me explain. That doesn't mean that I'm faster than him. He actually, on that lap that he drove, he was 5 seconds delta negative. He was 5 seconds ahead of that 147, which would have put him at a 141.6, 141.8. So what does that mean for you? Officially, he's still like 3 seconds faster than me. I'm gonna put that 140 on. I'm gonna put a 140. He's gonna put a 39 and he's gonna be like, you lose.
And that's exactly what he did. He got back in my car, went out for a second session, and well, you know, see for yourself.
Yeah, so he's way faster than me. Let's just make that very clear.
He said he'd beat me, and he did. Enrique's the fastest, only for now.
If you haven't gotten your merch, shopbeloud.com. Get the sickest merch. This is the lore merch. This is the LapTime Express merch, limited only for this drop, celebrating the end of this series. We made it to Miami. If you don't get a LapTime Express piece of merch, I'll be very disappointed, genuinely.
Maybe he felt a little bad after crushing me, because on the way out he had a surprise. He knows I'm a total BMW head, so he told me to follow him, said it'd lift my spirit. Enrique didn't say where we were going, but when we got there, I wasn't ready for what I saw.
Did you make it?
Yeah.
We pulled up to a plain industrial lot, nothing flashy, no signs, no hint of what was inside. I stepped out of the car still clueless, but Enrique was already smiling. That kind of smile that says, just wait. He walks me over and introduces me to his friend Claude. Claude turns out to be the guy in Boca Raton, CEO of Sienna Motor Cars, a private exotic dealership that doesn't just sell rare cars, it curates them for people who live and breathe this world. But we were just warming up. What stood inside this building was the ultimate surprise. I stepped inside and it felt like I was walking into a vision board I made when I was 12. Ferrari challenge race cars from every generation, even what looked like Schumacher's F2008 F1 car, but behind the wall to my left, that's when I saw it and froze. My absolute dream car, the 2003 BMW Williams FW25 V10 F1 car, piloted by Juan Pablo Montoya, the car that beat Schumacher in the same car used to develop the S85 V10 motor in the E60 generation M5. This is my favorite car with my favorite brand and my favorite engine of all time.
I haven't been this excited. No way.
Get in.
I'm gonna ruin the car. My presence in this car is gonna ruin it.
Let me see. 10 horsepower.
I had goosebumps. And then Claude looked at me and let me sit in it. Enrique helped me get settled in like it was a real pre-race moment. And yeah, I made the sounds. How could I not? I got out of the car in complete disbelief and I gave Claude a hug, because let's just say the 8-year-old inside me was very happy. Before I headed out, we stepped back into his Ferrari museum of challenge cars, and then he started my personal favorite of the bunch, the 430 Challenge. Just listen for yourself, dude. As much as I wanted to stay and soak it all in, the story wasn't over. Now it's time. One last race. One final shot at redemption. This is the finale. Welcome to the PK Race Park in South Florida, a kart track personally affiliated with former F1 world champion and his family, Nelson Piquet. And now it's finally time to try to get my revenge on Henrique from earlier. I lost that Homestead earlier after Henrique's 1 minute 40-second lap, but now I have one chance. Get in a piece of machinery he's now familiar with, on a kart he knows very well, on a track he knows very well, and try to beat his lap time here. Well, good luck.
So we're karting. You remember Henrique from earlier? We're gonna see if I can get a rematch in professional race karts.
The nerves were hitting. I was trying to stay focused. Hadn't raced on a kart in a while, let alone on a Praga Dragon Evo 3. Top tier, carbon fiber reinforced piss missile on wheels. $8,000 worth of raw precision. The owner actually hesitated letting me drive it. Sat in the cart to set up my wrist cam and my stomach started churning, nauseous. I felt the hairs on my head turning white from the stress, but I can't lose my shit. I gotta stay composed. Henrique drops into the cart and goes out for the last time. Now, not just one hot lap. He's gonna go in and put his best time down, and he won't come in until he does. He launches it out of the pits like it's a qualifying session. Every corner, tight, clean, confident. This isn't just some fun kart session. He wants to bury me. And I'm just standing there watching. Try not to let it get in my head, but man, he's looking really good. Henrique pulls into the paddock. Session's done. He's calm, collected. Starts giving me tips, lines, where to brake, but I'm barely hearing any of it. My heart's pounding. It's my turn. This is it. Everything we've built, the whole journey, it all leads here. I slide into the seat, deep breath. Hands wrap around the wheel. Helmet goes on, visor down. The world goes quiet. Whatever happens during this session, I'm happy and grateful regardless, for every single one of you watching, for everyone who's helped me make this trip happen, my partners, RedBull, Michelin, Mobil 1, Tentbox, my extremely hardworking team, Roman and Jess, for crossing the entire country with me, Mr. Billy on episode 8 for helping me make it to Coda, Kobe and Henrique who helped me set up everything in Florida, a huge thank you to my car for being the priceless piece of machinery that I can create memories with, thank you to my friends Armin and Alex who flew out here to see how all this ends, a huge thank you to my 8-year-old self who never stopped dreaming of one day racing like Speed and Speed Racer, winning the Grand Prix and drinking that cold glass of milk at the end of the film, and the most important thank you, our Father in Heaven, my Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, for giving me the confidence to throw myself into the fire and take the chance to start this YouTube channel. These are the final few laps, and everything stands still. Slowly picking up my pace in the cart, feeling the tires warm up and my thoughts get quiet. Entering flow state, my confidence increasing with every corner, every lap, increasing pace, faster, faster, faster. I had this thing in the bag, this was mine. The laps felt so good. And with everything I had in me, I delivered my last hot lap of the series back into the pits for the moment of truth.
Had fun?
Yeah, I was looking for a pit, and then I found it, yeah. Good.
What did you do? Let's find out. Whoa! How much do you think you went?
I don't know. Then you?
Yeah, than me.
2 seconds.
Nah, tell me.
We're in the 10th?
I don't know.
Oh,
You
shoot.
should be.
Okay, I'm gonna be very optimistic. Minus 0.4.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah?
Hell yeah!
He got a 21.34 and I got a 21.97, which means I lose on the very last day.
I'll take minus 0.4. I'll take it. Amazing.
Well, let's do a series wrap outside, because this is the end.
We wrapped it up. Good people, a lot of good new people. Kobe, come here, man. Come on, this is raw. I'm not like making this the end of the series. This is like, I'm really happy tonight to meet this one. To meet this one. Nice to meet you, bud. Nice to meet you. Good fun. Subscribe if you like this. I'll see you soon.